start recording before I forget.
Yep.
Alright, we're going back to the past.
I still can't believe the IS-7 incident was Gregory's last case. Thought it's been 18 long years since. Murder at a confectionery contest. And one of the participants, no less. Artie Frost. Pulled his body out of a treasure chest that was a part of Samson Tangaroa's chocolate tableau. Been hit in the head with a large rock salt lamp and subsequently bled to death. Are you certain it wasn't the blunt force trauma? Found the lamp hidden inside the candy castle to see a scone made for the contest. But then, before anyone had the chance to investigate Mr. Frost's own room, all of his icy creations had melted clean away.
18 years ago. December 24th, 9:05 p.m. Contest venue. Mountain room. All of Mr. Frost's work destroyed. Mr. Von Karma wasn't very happy. He wants to get out, and in no uncertain terms.
So what do we do now, Mr. E? Can't believe you just up and kicked us out. Von Karma's a total jerk.
No, Eddie. It's always the job of the police and the prosecutor's office to investigate the scene.
Yeah, but you didn't have to talk to us like that. Who cares if our cops are attorneys? We should all be working together to find the truth.
You can't assume that everybody's aims are the same as your own. You may wish to expose the truth, but others might prefer to accept things at face value. Which way of thinking is right will depend on the person.
What if somebody innocent ends up behind bars because no one managed to uncover the truth?
It can happen. We're all human, police and prosecutors included. That's why defense attorneys exist. Our job is to help people in just such situations, to be friends to the friendless.
Friends of the friendless.
Now, we may not be able to investigate Mr. Frost's room as we always hoped, but that doesn't mean we give up.
You're right, Mr. E. I'm sorry, I should have thought more before I opened my big mouth.
You're young, Eddie. You'll learn soon enough.
I will, I promise.
Nope. Right, I was misbound. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fender, you look like you could use a little pick-me-up. No. I'm afraid this is all I have, but please, by all means.
Oh, you're the best, Miss Bound.
Tangaroa's favorite, handmade by Bound. Rather misshapen, misshapen, and incredibly sweet. Thank you. A little sugar boost might actually help, although these are a little too sweet for my liking. And a little uniquely shaped. I'm sorry if they're not to your taste.
No way, they're great. They're so sweet.
You're very kind. Imagine me, of all people, a mediocre confectioner.
What? You mean you made these yourself?
Yes, Samson loves chocolate, so I had to learn. Keeping him supplied with his favorite treats is just one of my many duties. Although he does spend most of the time coaching me on how to improve my technique.
Mr. Tangaroa sure is a lucky guy.
Oh, is she back here? She's only 16?
Yep.
Huh.
Jeez, I thought she was at least in her 20s.
No.
Huh, alright.
Getting to eat homemade sweets made by the one and only Judy Bound whenever he wants. Sounds amazing.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Nope, nothing at all.
Dear sweet Eddie, you really do still have a lot to learn. It seems you're quite committed to the work you do for Mr. Tangaroa, Miss Bound. Of course. What right would I have to stay here otherwise?
What do you mean by that?
I was abandoned as a baby. Mr. Tangaroa took me in. That's right. One snowy Christmas Eve, many years ago, he found me on the steps of this very mansion. He saved my life, became the father I never had. 39. I can never repay him. So my work for him was the least I can do. And I'll be here for him for as long as he needs me.
That's the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
I was getting old. Only up a little myself. Just think today is Christmas Eve. And I can't even give him his present in person. I'd do anything to save him. Anything! Please, if there's something I can do to help, just say it. We're very grateful, Miss Bound. Perhaps you could help us by answering your question. Did you know the victim? Not very well, I'm afraid. Oh, but if you wanted to see some of his work, I have a picture of the sculptures he made for the final. Oh, perfect. Okay, so it is basically the exact same as what they made in the present.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the present was recreations of.
Yeah. That I knew, I just didn't know how one-to-one they were. I wanted to know the full backstory. Okay. My, they're stunning. Aren't they? I think they're just masterpieces. Who would have thought you could make such intricate statues out of flavored ice? What's with the golden card? That wasn't there before. It's not there now. Hampson adored them too.
Oh, hey, that's Taurus and Gemini, right?
Delicious Scone said she went in and licked the ice a little bit and said it was salty. How did she get in? She has to know how to open the cases if that's the case.
True.
I didn't know you were keen on the constellations in the Zodiac, Eddie.
Oh, I love it. The stories of stars can tell. Take Gemini, for example. See the lyre? That's what the harp is called. And the arrow, and the... Hold up. Lyre doesn't have any strings. Huh. Mr. Frost forget to add them, maybe?
Doesn't sound like something he'd forget to do.
Wait, really? They just said you didn't know him very well.
Oh, well, he didn't seem like the type. She's got something to hide, too. You took this photograph yourself, Miss Bound. Yes, I used the instant camera here. It develops pictures as soon as you take them. It's so useful.
Ooh. Love to see it in action.
Then why don't I take your picture?
Yes, come on, Mr. E. Let's get a shot of both of us.
Alright then. Be ashamed to waste such a good hair day. Ready? Say cheese! There, all done. The picture's yours to keep, Mr. Fender.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's such a cool camera.
Well, it's the only one we've got, so we use it for all of our picture-taking needs. It's very convenient, but the lack of negatives is something of a shame. There aren't any negatives for us to reference, huh? I assume Mr. Tangaroa used the same camera during the contest. Yes, you assume correctly. He used it for some work-in-progress pictures of his seascape, and later to take some photos of the other contestants' works. But didn't you take a picture of the body when you discovered it? And didn't you discover the body while the judging was still underway? Yes, Samson wanted pictures of all the entrance completed rooms. But the film ran out just as he finished photographing Mr. Gusto's work. So he asked me to go put in a new cartridge. He seemed to think there should have been more shots left than there were. In other words, the film ran out sooner than expected. Yes, the number of shots he took didn't line up with the number of shots remaining. But he thought maybe he just lost track somewhere along the way. He really thought. I went to our living area to change the film and was passing through the fountain room on my way back, when I heard the sound of something break and collapse in Sansom's room. Samson, are you in here? I didn't go through Discord. Mr. Frost's body was just lying there. I was in total shock. It was all too much. I remember I called the police, and then I went to tell everybody else. And the camera has been with me ever since. Let's see. I'd be grateful if you can lend us the camera when this picture was bound. Of course. Here you go. Thank you. A new film cartridge has 20 exposures, but there are only 3 remaining. Let me see the others. No, that was bad. Hold on.
Oh boy.
Detective Bad, Miss Scone, they done investigating?
Dude, we don't have the other pictures.
They're done with me, that's for certain. Big Me told me to clear off. Honestly, them mannequins will be the end of me. The cheek of him.
Because he got tired of people cluttering his crime scene.
Hearing you off too, Detective Bad? Yeah, well, Karma seems to think I'm a nuisance. Can't do things his way with me around.
Well, because of one Karma goes so far as to exclude his own lead detective.
Well, got a pretty good look at the scene. As for Gusto, he's enjoying a nice little chat right now in Frost's room. What about? And the fact that Miss Bound said she saw him going in there during the contest.
Mr. Gusto went to Mr. Frost's room. That's right, and I have to say, he looked very much like he didn't want to be seen. I don't know what he could have been up to.
Well, he's candidate number 1 at the moment. As the guy who melted Frost's work.
Really, why Mr. Gusto went to Mr. Frost's room?
Got a photo of the room right here. If you need it, it's all yours. Wait, what? Why would you give it to us? I gotta spell it out for you, kid. I'm offering to help you guys. I want the truth about this case to come out.
Detective.
Really, Detective Pat? Mr. Von Karma won't be happy about this. Yeah, well, I'm not Von Karma's stooge. He's gonna stonewall my investigation. I'm not gonna play by the book either. Also, this would have come out in Discovery anyway.
Yep.
Can't let some pesky rules keep me from finding the truth.
Well, it's also Von Karma who's known for hiding evidence.
Oh, can I, Mr. Edgeworth?
Indeed. Thank you, Detective Bad.
Wow, I can't believe you won him over, Mr. E.
Well, I haven't the foggiest what you've all been going on about, but here's to new friends, eh?
Definitely nice to have a good detective on our side, that's for sure. Alright, let's take a look at that photograph.
Here.
Okay, the cart's still there.
That's still there. Ah, the thing's unplugged from the wall.
Not only that, but isn't... Yeah, the little box is gone too.
Oh, it is.
Hmm.
That's what Frost's room looks like right now.
Art's still there. So not much is really different, to be honest. Besides the ice,
Yeah.
and certain things are missing.
Mm-hmm.
Yikes, nothing left of those flavored ice sculptures but puddles.
What appears to be completely covered in a pale blue liquid. I should compare this with the photo I just brought from Miss Bound. I assume that the unplugged power cord has something to do with all this.
Yeah, once that was out of the socket. Display case has lost power, and up the temperature went. Looks like they were all connected to the same power strip.
Do you have any idea when it was unplugged?
Nope. Still working on that. Those sculptures were beautiful. What a waste.
You can say that again. I should have taken a few more bites out of them while I had the chance.
So they tasted good?
Did they ever? I never tried ices so scrumptious in all my life.
Really? Man, I wish I could have had a bite.
Well, scrumptious except for the salty bit, of course. That was unbearable.
The salty bit?
It's in the other photo you got there. This bit, the harpy thing.
The strings.
The strings.
Gemini's
Interesting.
lie.
Wait, that's why it had no strings? Because you ate them?
I had a feeling.
I didn't eat that much, you cheeky little devil. I told you it was all horrible and salty.
Except for the lyre, which was salty. It's
Interesting.
interesting that only one particular part of this one particular sculpture tasted different from the rest. Could somebody other than Miss Scone really be responsible for eating the rest of the strings? Did you notice anything else, Miss Scone?
Come to think of it, I did. There's a funny little mark on Chili Willikin's work. There's two little letters. Let me see if I can draw it out for you. There we go. Yes, it looked just like that.
Hmm. It's almost like a signature or something. Wait. I just knew Mr. Frost wouldn't have made that harp without strings. He's not the type to skip an important detail like that. I hope you don't mind me asking, Miss Bound. Are you certain you didn't know Mr. Frost particularly well? What? No, I barely knew him, I swear! That's so. So I seem to have some strong opinions about his attitude toward his work. No, I just... The sculptures were so carefully made, I didn't think he'd missed something so important. I'm sorry, but I don't believe you. You have a more personal connection to his work than that. What makes you say that? I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions. And it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence. Well, I won't know what you're talking about if you don't share. What are these two pieces of evidence of yours? This is the first.
Take that!
Take that! Now the second.
Take that!
Oh, the lights, maybe. Is it the... The box kind of looks like the freaking light stuff for...
These.
Yeah. Do you have one that has just the... No, you don't.
I have an item of evidence that appears to have been one of Mr. Frost's possessions, and it shares a key feature with another piece of evidence.
Take that!
No. I was especially fond of one of the pieces of evidence we gathered. Take another look over them all, I suppose. Now then.
So,
Yeah, 'cause she's very convinced about this.
I have a bit of World Cup news.
Take that!
Hmm?
The Scots drank Boston dry.
Hmm.
World Cup is happening right now, and
Yeah.
so as a result, there's a lot of European and like just tourists from around the world coming to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
One of the matches is in Boston. It's a Scottish match.
Mm-hmm.
Boston, which is known for having, you know, like a very high amount of Irish Americans.
Hmm.
Boston ran out of liquor
That's funny.
in a day.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Why is Monday a bank holiday in Scotland? Because it's 5 a.m. and we're all fucking hammered, Janet! Anyway. There you go. That's a bit of World Cup update. Boston's out of liquor.
Take that! Take that!
Okay.
Hmm.
Miss Bound especially found out one of the pieces of evidence we've gathered, which is the liar. But it's
Mhm.
connected to something else that's also connected to Frost. Oh!
Hmm? Oh!
Oh, there's something stamped on the bottom. It says PH.
So it must be Paul Hellig's pottery mark. Those are his initials, after all. Miss Bound says she is a big fan of his work.
His initials, huh? Well, if I had made it, it would say EF?
Perhaps you should practice by initialing your personal belongings first. If that's what I'm missing. 'Cause I never examined that.
Hmm.
There you go.
Miss Cohen found 2 letters carved into Mr. Frost's ice sculptures. I think they were a signature of sorts. After all, it's not unusual for an artist to initial their work. I guess not.
That's right, dear. Just like you said. Chili Wilkins statue had the letter PH carved in them. Plain as day.
PH? Shouldn't it be AF?
Take that! You think so, but take a look at this. It's the seal we found at the crime scene. It seems reasonable to assume that it fell from Mr. Frost's pockets. And when pressed into the surface of an item, it would leave behind the letters PH. The same pottery mark we see imprinted on the bottom of the items in the tea sets.
Same pottery mark.
We have already established that the tea set is the work of the sculptor Paul Hellig. From that, we can assume that the same letters would mark any item out as a piece of his work. A fact of which you are well aware of, correct, Miss Bound? Well, yes. I know that he always marks his work with his initials like that. He's never revealed his true identity in public, so it's the only way to know his works are truly his.
You mean Paul Halik was...
That's right, Detective. Only Frost had another identity. He was no ordinary confectioner, at least as far as Miss Bound was concerned. For you see, Mr. Frost was in fact... I actually don't know what he
So a sculptor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Frost was in fact none other than famed sculptor Paul Halik.
Hmm.
Sorry. What? Mr. Frost and Paul Halik were the same person? It's not like the mark's hard to copy, though. Anyone who's seen it could fake being him with it. Not exactly conclusive proof that Frost was who you say he was.
It was proof enough for Miss Bound. What matters is that she believed it. His sure identity will have to be investigated by the good people of the precinct.
Alright, I'll have the boys look into it.
I should have known I couldn't hide it from you, Mr. Edgeworth. So you admit it. You were aware of who Mr. Frost really was. I was. When I discovered his body, I saw the seal you found. Don't ask me how, but I just knew straight away that he was my dear Paul Halik. Imagine, his entries in the confectionery contest were his final legacy. A great man like that. And, to be honest, did you enter Mr. Frost's room at any point? What? Why are you asking me that? The photograph of Mr. Frost's room. I'd like to know when it was taken. Oh, it... I must have gotten it mixed up with the one Samson took during the judging.
Objection!
Objection! I'm afraid I find that rather hard to believe. I cannot get a voice straight for this character. We're going to go for the
You're gonna have to
1980s
find one.
announcer set.
Oh, the what's the transatlantic or the... Hello there, welcome back to the radio show.
Hello, welcome back to 92.0 FFM. You said yourself that the camera ran out of film during the judging. This that you've shot.
I don't...
And you've had the charge of the camera since before Mr. Tinkerbell had the chance to visit Mr. Frost's room. That's how you were able to take that picture when you discovered Mr. Frost's body. I did not... I'm too into the bit. I did not understand anything he said. Hold on.
essentially calling her out, like, hold on, you already said that you took that photo.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because she already took the photo, but shouldn't have been when the judging was happening, because they were only on the second room.
This suggests that you took only 2 pictures with that new film, one of Mr. Frost's body and one of his room. But I have a piece of evidence that says otherwise. You do? Which piece of evidence contradicts the assumption that Miss Bound only took 2 pictures?
Take that!
The camera. You gave the picture of the body to the police and the picture of Mr. Frost's room to me.
Oh, and you gave us that picture you took of me and Mr. Edgeworth, too.
3 photographs in total, and yes, the film cartridge in this camera only has 3 exposures remaining. Out of a total of 20. You took more pictures, and I want to know what of. I want to see all the photos you took. Perhaps then we'll finally learn what you were really up to. I'm so sorry. I confess, I've been lying to you.
These are shots of Ross' room.
I'm so sorry.
Looks like she took pictures of his work from every possible angle. And when they were taken, they still hadn't melted yet. Wait, don't tell me it was you.
It was. At least, I'm pretty sure it was. You are? Why?
Oh.
Well, you see, I'm a huge fan of Mr. Halik's work, as you know. I was petrified that it might be ruined, what with the investigation that was going on and everything. So I I thought I should at least capture the sculptures on film for posterity.
And how'd that make him melt?
I think perhaps I was so intent on getting the perfect photographs that I might have tripped over the power cord without noticing. By mistake. Are you sure? I didn't notice it at the time, but, well, how could I have been so careless as to cause the loss of his final masterpieces? It's no inconvenience to me. I'm sure I believe it. I'm not in a position to refute it either. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. Please, don't worry about it. The important thing is that you told us the truth.
What he said. No hard feelings, Miss Bound.
Thank you.
Mr. Edgeworth. Picture's yours. Hope it helps.
2 photos, one from Bound, one from Bad. Oh no.
Oh, great.
We'll get to you in
It
a
is the
moment.
return. Okay.
Okay, so these are just...
Okay. They're put together so you don't have to guess
Yeah.
which one it is
Yeah,
that you
and
need
that
to
way you can
present.
easily compare it.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Are you infernal nuisances still here? You don't know when to give up. Linger for as long as you like. The answer is still the same. You are not part of this investigation.
Whether we're a part of it or not, we'll uncover the truth nonetheless.
It seems you don't know when to shut up either. But I commend you on your stubbornness.
I see your voice has also changed.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I forgot the voice.
More German.
Well, you know what? I'm not going to get into that.
Mr. Von Karma, I'm afraid I'm the one responsible for Mr. Frost's work melting.
What is the meaning of this?
I'm so sorry. And to you, Mr. Cousteau. No concern of mine. I didn't do anything. Mr. Von Karma agrees. Nothing at all, Mr. Cousteau. You went into Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure. I was...
Silence! You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. Judy Bound, you're coming with me. I have reason to believe that you are an accomplice of the accused, Samson Tangaroa.
What? No,
I will be interrogating you personally, so you had better get your story in order.
I understand. Wait, please. I'm not done questioning her myself.
And you think I care because...
Hmm.
Ad gusto when you scone. I have questions for all of you, and I expect answers.
Fine by me.
Ooh, okay, at least that's nicely mannequins.
He took literally everyone with him.
Indeed. Well, I suppose that means there's little point in us hanging around either. Perhaps it's time we got going anyway. It is rather late. Hope the snow will set up.
You're right, home time. Guess my stomach's in agreement too.
Alright. Let's go grab a burger. Before my own stomach starts grumbling too.
Sounds good to me. Seat up and rest up. We need to be fighting fit for tomorrow.
You will indeed. Our first port of call will be with Mr. Tangaroa.
To be continued.
To be continued. The 25th, 10 a.m. Detention center. Visitors room.
Hey, it's Miss Bound.
Oh, Mr.
Sorry, my
Fender.
fans decided they were going to explode.
Mr. Edgeworth. I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday. He was rather tired. Has Mr. Ron Karma finished interrogating you? Yes, though he only seemed interested in how I melted those sculptures.
Hmm.
You here to see Mr. Tangaroa too?
Yes, I'm terribly worried about him. Detective Bad, what are you doing back there?
Oh, just happened to be here. I'll be heading back to the scene soon. Not sure how anyone just happens to be at a detention center, but okay.
Okay. Good morning.
Mr. Tangaroa, what happened to you?
Oh no, Samson, what did they do to you? They didn't seem to want to let me sleep. I had no idea interrogations could be so involved. Sorry if I seem distracted. I think I'm a little... tired. I'm letting you sleep.
That's not police work, that's torture. What's going on here, Detective Bad? I'm not the one doing the interviewing. I'm the guy they put on the case. It's the guy they put on the case before me. Also, his jacket isn't shot up.
Oh yeah.
I like Van Karma's methods about as much as you do, which is why I'm doing what I can to help.
It was Detective Bad who got me out of there. I'd still be in that interrogation room right now, if it weren't for him.
Also, I'm fairly certain that that actually counts as torture.
Yes.
Like,
Mm-hmm.
like that is genuinely illegal.
Yep.
Yep.
Detective Bad really is trying to look out for Mr. Tangaroa in his own way, it seems. Alright, Eddie, share yesterday's findings with Mr. Tangaroa.
You got it, Mr. E. My notepad is at the ready.
Mr. Tangaroa, we found out quite a bit, if you'd like to hear it. Of course. Thank you.
Sorry. You alright, Mr. Tangaroa? You seem kind of spaced out.
I'm fine. I'm just... I think my blood sugar might be running a little low. Samson. We have anything that might give him a little energy boost. We do. Mr. Tangaroa?
You're kind of swaying all over the place.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I think my blood sugar might be running a little low. Okay, so I need to give him his chocolates first.
Mm-hmm.
Is that chocolate? For me? Oh, those are the chocolates, I wish I could just give them to you, Mr. Tangaroa. But the rules here don't exactly allow me to do so. Oh, that's a shame. But rules are rules, I suppose.
Must be some way we can hand them to him.
Looks like Bad is noting the meaningful looks in his direction.
Let me take a look at them. They seem legit. I might consider pass them to the suspect.
Thank you, Detective Bad.
My hero.
I'm touched. Thank you, Detective.
Yeah, whatever. Just sit tight. Here.
You don't know how much this means to me.
Yeah. Keep it down, will ya? For both our sakes.
Of course, Detective. I wouldn't wish to put your livelihood at risk. Now, to sample these streets. Detective, I apologize for putting you in a tight spot.
I didn't do it for you. It was my call.
Guess you're not such a bad guy after all.
Oh, the sweetness. I feel like a man reborn. Were they your handiwork, Judy? Yes, how were they? Feel them melt, soft and smooth. Chocolates that'll comfort and soothe. Ear to ear, head to toe. Smile and savor the taste as it flows. Delicious. It's not exactly beautiful, but they're sweet and oh so flavorful. Thank you, Judy. I'm so glad you like them. Now you're back to your old self. My apologies, friends. The food they serve here is just so flavorless. Between that and the lack of sleep, I was about ready to collapse from sheer despair.
Wow, is food here really that bad?
Just the usual french fries, ham sandwich, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Yes. And yes, I couldn't taste a thing.
Anyway, I'm heading back to the scene.
Before you go, Detective, do you have any new information to share?
Oh yeah, you're right about the victim's identity. Frost worked as a sculptor in France, where he was known as Paul Halik.
Defrost was Paul Halik. I never would have imagined. Poor Mr. Halik.
The famous French sculptor wasn't a Frenchman after all. Huh.
Someone will certainly explain why Mr. Halik was such a recluse and refused to show his face in public.
He was busy working on his greatest masterpiece, apparently. Bunch of Zodiac statues.
Hello.
Yellow.
Guess I'll never finish them now.
He never finished his greatest masterpiece?
Nah. Seems he was making statues for each season. I never got around to the winter constellations.
The winter constellations? You mean Taurus and Gemini?
Since he made out of ice would have completed the sets.
Yeah, and now they're nothing but puddles. What a bummer.
I'm so sorry.
I don't misbound, I wasn't blaming you.
One last thing. Seems he had himself a bit of a spending habit when it came to his work. Every statue costs him millions to make. Which means he was always strapped for cash. We're checking to see if there's any chance someone called in a debt.
Guess not even famous artists are safe from money problems.
No. Do you have any idea why he entered the confectionery contest?
No, guy didn't even tell his family.
I see.
Alright, I really gotta get going. I'll go fetch another guard, but I can't be hanging around here any longer.
Understood, Detective. We'll see you again shortly. He's a good man. He certainly is. And an uncompromising one. Somebody who can be trusted to stand up for what he believes in.
And to scare the pants off of anybody new he meets.
Now, you were going to tell me about what you learned yesterday. Of course. Allow me to give you a full report. Thank you for that. Allow me to apologize on Judy's behalf. I'm so sorry. It's fine, Mr. Tangaroa. As I told her yesterday, the important thing is that we learn the truth in the end. Now, would you mind if I ask you a question or two? By all means, I'll gladly share all that I can. What can you tell me about the contestants who took part in the final round of the contest? Let's see, there was Miss Scone. I loved her design concept. Unfortunately, her entry was in violation of the rules, and so I had to disqualify her. Miss Cousteau's creations were a perfect balance of flavor and design, at least up through the semifinal. But disappointingly, his entry for the final was subpar on both accounts. And there was actually something a little unusual about his entry for the semifinal as well. Which was, it tasted identical to Mr. Frost's. It may have looked different, but I could have sworn I was eating the same thing.
Huh? And what exactly does his work look like?
Oh, there should be a photograph back at my mansion. I'll show it to you later, Mr. Edgeworth. Much appreciated, Miss Bound. Mr. Frost's entry for the finals. Now that was truly sublime. So you were able to finish judging it, even though his body had been discovered in the meantime. Yes, I wasn't aware of what had happened until after I'd completed my assessment. Mr. Frost wasn't in his room when I visited, so I took the liberty of sampling a bit. Part of the lyre, I believe. I'd never tasted anything like it. It was like a dream. I was so moved that I burst into song. I'm sorry, but you think the lyre tasted good? I need to hear more about that if you don't mind. You're quite sure it was the lyre you tasted when you sampled Mr. Frost's work? I'm certain of it. It was part of the Gemini sculpture, which was the only sculpture in that display case. Mr. Tangaroa, would you mind taking a look at this photograph for me? So the part you tried was the lyre, the one shown here without any strings. Oh, there were strings originally. That was the part I ate. The strings were missing because Mr. Tangaroa ate them. And he enjoyed them? Miss Cone told us she ate a part of the lyre as well. She said it was far too salty for her to finish. That is true. The truth is, I've suspected for a while that there might be something wrong with my sense of taste. Something wrong? How so exactly? It was a taste disorder characterized by an inability to detect salty flavors. That's why
Mr. Tankaro, did you smoke a lot?
That would be why he didn't taste anything with the fries. I suspect I've been suffering from it.
Ham and fries are very salty. If you can't taste anything salty...
Yeah. Counterpoint. Mr. Tankaro, did you smoke a lot?
I eat so many sweet foods on a daily basis that it took a while for me to even notice. There's no denying it now. That's why a lot of food here seems so bland to him. What? But your taste buds are your livelihood! If there were some long-term treatment option, I highly doubt a total cure for your condition exists. Nevertheless, you should put in a request to the police for a proper evaluation. Oh, that won't be necessary. I have a recipe for a cure back at my mansion. You do? I do. You can take a look at it for yourself if you like. Samson, we can show that recipe to just anybody. Judy, Mr. Edgeworth is hardly just anybody. He is my attorney, and I have no secrets from him. Yes, you're right, of course. If that is what you wish. Well, that's the secret recipe for a miracle cure that they've been hiding. Well, I suppose you should be getting back. Alright, we'll be right behind you. Judy. Yes, Samson? There's more to life than just me. Please, Judy, think about the life you want to live. Because I won't always be around. Don't say that. Without you, I don't have a life to live. So I'll be waiting, right there at the mansion, until you come home. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Wait, Miss Bound!
Judy.
Whoa, she seemed really upset. I thought I saw tears in her eyes. Why'd you even say all that to her?
Because I worry about her. She can't keep putting my needs ahead of her own. What do you mean? The movie collection, the candy making. It's all because she thinks these things will make me happy. She never thinks about what she wants, what she likes. I just want her to be her own person and to choose her own destiny. The last thing I want is for her to miss out on all that life has to offer because of me.
I guess that makes sense.
He really does see her as his own child. What parent wouldn't want their child to walk their own path? What parents wouldn't do everything they could to protect them? I know exactly how he feels in this moment. I think I've asked you everything I can for now, Mr. Tinkerbell. We should be getting back to the scene of the crime. Oh, you're leaving? I see. I supposed to be going back to the interrogation room for another session. Ah, yes. We'll have to do something about that. Speak to the police for me. That too, but I'll be putting something else in place as well. An ace up our sleeve for when the time comes. Look forward to learning more. I'm counting on you, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'll be back to brief you, Mrs. Tangaroa, every day. And Judy, too.
Thank you, Eddie. I'll look forward to it. Mr. Tangaroa, the interrogator will do everything in his power to extract a confession from you. I hate seeing an innocent man suffer like this. But please, you have to do everything you can to hold out. If you can't, Mr. Von Karma will use that confession against you for as long as this case lasts. It'll make it that much harder for me to save you. I understand, and I'll try. Give up until you're out of there, Mr. Tinkeroa. You have my word on that. And then Von Karma kills him.
Yep. Can you say dramatic irony?
Detective Bat, thank you again for what you did earlier.
Yeah, thanks a ton.
What are you talking about?
There's no need to be shy about it.
Never mind that now. I'm guessing you two are back here looking to investigate some more.
We are indeed. We need something solid if we're going to save Mr. Tangaroa.
Well, I hate to break it to you, but apart from this room, the whole place is on lockdown.
What? But we need to see those other rooms.
This is Mr. Von Karma's doing, I presume.
Who else? I haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. It's probably gonna hand in that too. I don't expect to speak with anybody except us cops in this bound. Everybody else is gone, and I doubt Von Karma will be handing out phone numbers.
This is all just a game to him? Why does he have to go so far?
What's your plan of action, Detective?
Same as before, do what I can to help you uncover the truth, like I promised.
You have my gratitude.
Just you wait, Mr. Von Karma. We're gonna beat you and your bag of dirty tricks.
Detective, may we conduct a brief investigation of the area?
Sure, like I said, everywhere else is off bounds. Probably won't be seeing those rooms again.
That's fine. As long as there's at least some way of continuing our investigation, we'll make do. Oh my god, we hit to actually explore the main room for once. Jesus.
Yay!
What's up, Ed? More on your time, Eddie.
Sure thing, Mr. E. What's up?
Do you have any thoughts on the case?
Well, you bet I do. Mr. Tangro's amazing display being used to store the body. Miss Scone's beautiful dreamscape being used to store the murder weapon. Did you just eat your notebook?
Yes.
I'm really seeing some beautiful things made used for ugly purposes on this case, huh?
That is how he remembers things.
Yep.
Okay.
Suppose we are.
To make things worse, Miss Bounce seems super down.
Well, unless you had any thoughts on the case, I was thinking more about useful insights.
Oh, sorry, Mr. E. Did you do something wrong?
I'm worried about you sometimes, Eddie. How are you liking your first crime scene investigation, Eddie?
That's great. I've been taking notes about everything. I'm learning so much. So happy you let me tag along, Mr. Edgeworth.
So you want to be an attorney, huh?
You bet I do. I give anything to be hero of justice. Help the helpless and fight for what's right. First time I saw Mr. E do his thing in court, I knew I'd found my calling.
You know, cops look out for people too.
Sure, but I want to be an attorney.
Well, good luck to you.
I get the feeling that your dad might be tiny for an apartment of his own. Such a little fountain to pick cherubs to join some chocolate fondue.
Polyleaks work, apparently. Gotta hand it to him. They look real.
Detective, are you saying you have personally seen cherubs before?
Attorneys. Anyway, poking holes in people. Always poking holes in people's words.
What, did I do something wrong? Excuse me, may I ask you what you're investigating? Sir, I'm analyzing the fountain water to see what might be in it, sir!
And what did you find?
Chocolate and what appears and what looks like the kind of flavorings and colorings used in frozen desserts, sir. The composition of the chocolate seems to be the same as that of Mr. Tangero's work. And the flavorings and colorings match the profile of those used in Mr. Frost's ice sculptures.
Huh.
Interesting. I mean, the water is cycled through everywhere, and given that everything got melted in the other room,
Yeah.
the
Those little
chocolate's
rivers
the
float.
the chocolate's the interesting bit. Why is there chocolate in the fountain?
Good question. Those little rivers flow from all four artists' rooms right here to this fountain.
I don't have a picture. But that one... Well, no, because they would have found traces of blood, too, if that was the case.
Yeah.
Because that's how the stuff from the melted sculpture is wound up in here.
That's not all, sir. We also found... Hey!
Hey, whoa.
Oh,
We also found blood.
What? Why is there blood in the water?
Think back to our investigation of the murder scene, detective. Take another look at the scene in front of us, detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here, clearly missing.
You're right. I don't remember anyone mentioning they removed the blood along with the body.
The victim's blood was mysteriously absent, as was the part of the chocolate chest it had pulled on. I believe that the blood probably belonged to...
Take that!
Victim, huh? How the guy compared with the blood on the murder weapon?
That looks to match.
There's a match. Blood in the fountain is for us.
Why would someone want to send the victim's blood downstream into the fountain like this? I don't know. Sign shows which artist works on display in which workroom. From left to right, Mr. Tangaroa, Mr. Gusto, Miss Scone, and Mr. Frost. Incidentally, the sign is also made from candy. What were they going to do with all this candy? Was somebody going to eat it when the process was over? Seems his instruments are used on Mr. Tangaroa and Miss Bound's TV show, Bacon Bomb. There's some of the few things in here that aren't made of candy. It's just me, the detective seemed a little disappointed. The drum set here decorated to look as if they were made out of cakes. We must play on Bacon Bob. Detective, about these drums.
I already checked. Nothing inside any of them. And no sign of anything having been put inside or taken out either. They're not relevant to the case.
You've done your homework, I see.
I may like lollipops a little too much, but I'm no sucker.
Nice. There's a lighter here. Some rock is designed to look like ice cream cones. They're so well made that it's hard to tell what's candy and what's not just by looking. I reach out and touch them, but then I'd be disturbing the crime scene.
Hands off. Already checked them out. They're real.
Check them out now exactly. Should manhandle vital evidence, detective.
I didn't touch them. No, my hands at least.
With your feet? Did he? Never mind. I don't want to picture it. Christmas tree made from candy.
These candy statues have everybody on edge. Let's get in here. That's our scene ruined.
Yes, it'd be pretty disastrous, I suppose. Authorized personnel only beyond this point, I'm afraid.
Meaning what? I'm not authorized.
Sorry, sir, no authorized personnel either. Nobody's allowed in.
Let me guess. Von Karma's orders. You guys are really starting to grind my gears. Scones are almost through there.
It's marked by a snowman. Candy snowman, by the look of it.
Yeah? Well, be.
Bring's hissing it up. He isn't thinking of making that into his next lollipop, is he? These trophies all belong to Mr. Tangaroa, but not all for confectionery contests. Some appear to be for charity work. Testament to both his character and his professional achievements. What's this one here? In recognition of Bacon Bob's long-standing achievement in making children's dreams come true. That's so sweet. It's got me wanting to watch it. Where's the elevator go?
Second floor. Tango and Bound live up there. Sounds like they live a pretty charmed life. Tea parties, candy making, that kind of thing. They even have a garden. Must be nice on a sunny day.
It does sound nice. So we'll find us when all this is over. You'd come, wouldn't you, detective?
Don't get ahead of yourself now. I'm not in the habit of palling around with attorneys. Yet.
Yet. This is quite a trophy.
Awarded to Tangaroa. First place, International Confectioners Association Annual Spectacular. Fucking mouthful.
It's made from candy. Guess I wasn't meant to last forever.
Makes sense. Prizes, fame, none of it lasts forever, right?
Doubt it's anything quite that deep. That's the door to custody.
That's a door to...
Oh, sorry.
That's the door to Gusto's room.
It's the candy reindeers meant to show the way.
Big antlers like that. Must be a bull.
I think not. Male reindeer show their antlers in winter. Therefore, this must be a
No, actually, that is the correct phrasing.
What is?
Let me double check. But I think they're just wrong. Okay. So yeah, no, they both genders shed their antlers.
Do they shed them in different times?
They do shed at a different timeline of males. Males shed late autumn, early winter. Females shed them in April or May.
Okay. Wait, so female deer, or at least reindeer,
Reindeer.
reindeer specifically have antlers.
Yeah.
So everyone calling Noel trans is just wrong.
Yeah, they just shed them at different times.
Thanks, Mr. Trivia. Attorneys.
What did you know reindeer in law school, detective?
Hold on, what? When is it right now?
It is Christmas Day.
That's Christmas Day? Yeah, okay, this would have to be female reindeer.
Santa Claus statue. Is this made from candy too?
That door leads to Tangaroa's room. So, yeah. Could be he made that thing too.
Speaking of Santa, that reminds me. I still need to find a present for Miles. He wanted an attorney's badge. Mr. Tangaroa would make one out of candy for me if I asked.
And it would never get eaten.
Oh, I didn't talk to her. Miss Ballard, we're here to continue our investigation. Oh, Miss Edgeworth, I'm so sorry about earlier.
She's still looking kind of down in the dumps, Mr. E.
She must have been greatly taken aback by what Mr. Tangaroa had to say. I found the photograph of the semi-final entries for you.
Be
Here,
right back.
it's all yours. Oh, shoot. Wrong button. Wow, Miss Young sure knows how to make a cute cake. Yes, Simpson loved her design for that one. He loved the designs and flavors of Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost entries too. Only problem was, Simpson mentioned earlier, they tasted exactly the same. However, their respective entries for the final tasted nothing alike, it seems. Everything else I've noticed changed between the semi-final and the final. Nothing major, but I guess there was one thing. Mr. Gusto's son was always here with him throughout the contest, but he was nowhere to be seen during the final. When did someone come and hang out at the contest venue of all places? I'm sure you're happy for us to keep a hold of this. Of course. I hope it helps with the investigation. Oh, I also have the book containing the recipe for the cure Samson mentioned. I've seen this book before. It was in the shop before Tangaroa's room. That's right. Put it on display there so that everybody can see the grand prize. What? Cures in the Ultimate Cookbook? So it's not a book of dessert recipes, I take it. Oh no, we told the contestants, of course. I guess nobody told you yet. Suggestions on the ultimate cookbook was the entire time. Do more about the cookbook if you don't mind, Miss Bound. The old book is actually a collection of recipes for different medicines. Exactly. Or rather, totally new medications that haven't made the market yet, to be precise. To the right buyer, a pharmaceutical company, for example, it would be worth a fortune. Let me get the grand prize in a confectionery contest. The Tangaroa is the sole heir of the Tangaroa family's fortune. Perhaps you've heard of the Tangaroa group? The Tangaroa group? Yeah, I think I've heard of them somewhere before. It's a major pharmaceutical corporation. It's also kinds of pills and poisons. Oh yeah, that new Cold Killer Pro has been making some real waves since it went on sale. Always reach for a cold killer when I'm feeling under the weather. Which is never, as far as I've seen. I'd hear more about the Tangaroa group if you don't mind. So, did Mr. Tangaroa not want to take over for his parents and go into the family business? No, I prefer the idea of making people's lives better through the power of confectionery. His parents supported him in his quest to become the best in the world. Then, when they passed away, he inherited the cookbook. Why would he make such a little heirloom your contest prize? Been hounded by so many people looking to make that book their own, he was tired of it. But it would have been an insult to his parents' memory simply to give it away. So he decided to find somebody he felt was worthy of it. And what the board of directors love thoughts. Moment. Oh, shut up. First of all, there has been some research, just someone else. I hated the idea, of course, which is why Delicia entered the contest. Tangaroa Group wanted her to win the book back for them. So you knew she was a pharmacist all along? Yes. Not only that, I told her how to appeal to Simpson's tastes. I tried to help her win, but why? I wanted to protect Samson. By protecting the Tangaroa Group. If that cookbook fell into another company's hands, the board would never forgive him. So I wanted to find a way to keep it with the company, but in a way that Samson couldn't object to. So Miss Gunn managed to make it so far in the contest she had no business taking part in. Miss Gunn wasn't the only one pretending, was she? Mr. Frost wasn't really a confectioner either. He still made it all the way to the final, just like she did. Not bad. Yes, it's unbelievable, isn't it? Such a talented sculptor and a gifted crafter of desserts, too. Indeed. Judging by the standard of his work in the final. How did one man produce pieces of that size and quality in such a short period of time? I'm not sure I have much more to tell you. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'd be happy to, of course. I'm very keen to ensure that she does all she can, Mr. Tangaroa. We'll use a cup of tea you made us yesterday, if you wouldn't mind. That might help move the investigation along nicely. Oh, I'll have some too! Your tea is a die for, Miss Bound. Well, how could I possibly refuse? I'll bring it right out. No, I think I cheered her up a little. contest participants. There's the one question involving Mr. Gusto for which we never got an answer. Nothing at all, Mr. Gusto. You went to Mr. Frost's room, didn't you? Perhaps you could tell us why. Sure, I was. Silence. You are not to give the attorney even the tiniest shred of information. What did you do in Mr. Frost's room? That's not all. I also have questions about the work he submitted for the semifinals. Picture who admits to liking design sense, and has go through with it in spades. Mr. Gusto could not have hoped to win such a high-level contest by himself. Why I'm beginning to wonder if there was some sort of connection between him and Mr. Frost. Detective, I need to ask Mr. Gusto a few more questions. The story still doesn't quite add up for me. Me neither. Need to figure out how to get in touch with them. Oh, do you now? Yep. Good luck with that, because I have no intention of allowing it. Mr. Von Karma. I am already in the midst of my own investigation, Dr. Gusto. So there is no need for the likes of you to pester him with the same questions again. I will, however, be happy to answer any questions you might have. Seems that's it. I'm glad to talk to Mr. Gusto. In which case... Fine. Then let me take you up on your offer. Very well. What is it? I'd like you to tell me about the connection between Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost. Right, because it wasn't Videk's voice. Like, it sounded kind of like Dracula, but he based it off of, like, a certain book or animation of a character that I can't remember the name of right now. But it sounded like Dracula. There's a connection between Gusto and Frost. It was simply a matter of coincidence, as they both happened to be taking part in the same contest. And that's all. That's all I have to say to you. That's not us at all. Not to confront him with evidence, but we want to draw the truth out of him. It's imperative that we do. He's clearly hiding something. Two sentences.
Hold it!
Yes, there must have been a connection of some kind. If you insist your basis into options, I will happily tell you what it is. This for the courtroom, I would have you removed for contempt. Doesn't that sound like the judge's part of you? Yeah. Judge Von Crumble would probably have dancing to his tune. What? Even judges are scared of him? He's an easy trial, that's for sure. Here's Miss Von Karma. Continue.
Hold it!
It may have simply been a coincidence that they both entered the same competition. That doesn't rule out a connection of some other kind between the two of them. I do hate to repeat myself, but if you do not have any pertinent evidence, then kindly keep your mouth shut. So just do as he says for now. At least until I find the evidence that proves Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's connection. Still, as you look in your eyes speaks volumes. Well, go on then. What are you trying to say? Mind you should keep my mouth shut or not. Here's Von Karma. Mr. Von Karma is keen to keeping us away from the truth. He needs the truth must be inconvenient to him somehow, right? So Mr. Frost had something in common. She represents the thing they shared to Mr. Von Karma. Okay, what do they share? Oh! Right.
Objection!
I wonder if you could look at the two confections in the foreground for me, Mr. Von Karma. They were made for the contest semifinals. Both are quite exquisitely crafted, wouldn't you agree? Get to the point. As the nameplate suggests, these were Mr. Gusto and Mr. Frost's entries. Mr. Gusto told us the confectionery design was far from his strong suit. And yes, his work in the pictures is just as good as Mr. Frost's. Exactly as good as, in fact. We learned from another witness that their two entries also tasted exactly the same. What are you suggesting? I am suggesting that we're helping one another out. Let's take a closer look, shall we? Well, at first glance, the two may appear to be superficially different. It soon becomes apparent that there are significant similarities in how they were put together. Fire design, the two roses, the feathers or whatever on the sides. They're made of the same ingredients, taste the same, and share a similar design aesthetic. This picture is proof positive that the two are working together. If you figured out exactly much else, I suppose there's little point in denying it. I knew all along that they were cooperating. But I'll warn you, none of what you're about to hear will be to your advantage. Let me confirm what you seem so desperate to prove. Gusto and Frost were indeed working together. Gusto spelled out the details of his relationship to Frost during his questioning last night. It seems they were helping one another right up until the day before the final. So, you knew that the two were cooperating. Mr. Von Karma, why are you trying to bury the truth? Please, enough of the petty slander. I merely wanted to avoid poking your nose around before I could prove proper context in court. It simply slipped my mind to explain that to you. Explain why he's being so slippery with the facts, though. I need to figure out what it is he's hiding. I can't let things end like this.
Hold it!
So you did know that there was a connection between the two. Why were you trying to hide it? I don't just hand out information like candy. And certainly not to self-defense. Not like that lollipop isn't full of a detective was there. You do things your way, I'll do them mine. You wonder why I refuse to share information with a traitor like you.
Hold it!
Last night, after Mr. Frost's work melted, correct? Yes. I interviewed Gusto personally. Yeesh, what an old Mr. Von Karma. That must have been terrifying. I imagine Mr. Gusto probably meditated his way through the difficult parts. He most certainly did not. Every time he closed his eyes. I brought him back with an almighty snap. No one dares to plead the fifth with me. That is how I was able to perfectly learn every last detail of Gusto and Frost's relationship.
Hold it!
But why were they cooperating? Gusto's sense of design is subpar, and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best. Now they have some sort of chance of making it through the contest alone. So what was their endgame? Why cooperate only until the day before the finals? Gusto claims to have entered the scheme. Allegedly, he wanted to win some title on his own merits. His one and only goal, really, was to be crowned the world's best confectioner. But his pride would not allow him to do so with the help of another. Cheaters can only ever win hollow victories, I guess. The impression of the collaboration had only lasted to the semifinals. I'm starting to think it might have lasted to the final itself. Mr. Von Karma, I'd like to ask you some more about how long they worked together for, if you don't mind. If you must. Gusto says its design is subpar, and Frost was an amateur confectioner at best.
Hold it!
Before you ask, I'm not objecting to your characterization of Mr. Gusto's design sense. Yeah, he admitted himself he isn't all that great. He made what he alleged to be a likeness of me. Just gives the abomination he came out which turns my stomach. Yeah, I'm going to go as work. Artistically rich amateur, not artistically impoverished professional. In a way, it was inevitable they would wind up working together. The two cooperated until the day before the fight, decided to compete on their own
Hold
merits.
it!
The idea that they were cooperating until the day before the finals, and then just simply stopped? That seems a little strange to me, wouldn't you agree? You have to choose the truth. Whether you find it strange or not is not my concern. You don't have to try and hide it from me only a few moments ago, though. Means there must have been a reason for that. Based on Mr. Tankero's assessment, it sounded as if Mr. Frost's entry for the final was a clear winner. Which means he must have still been working with Mr. Gusto, right? That's precisely what I was thinking. So some evidence that proves they were cooperating right after the finals.
Objection!
Yeah.
Objection! Objection!
No.
Objection!
There it is. Okay. They weren't working together during the finals. I find it a little hard to believe. Miss Skill is on record as having described Mr. Frost's creations as scrumptious. While he was certainly skilled, I doubt even he could have become a world-class confectioner overnight. It seems far more likely to me that he and Mr. Gusto were still cooperating during the finals. You know, many times must I explain this to you. Assertions will require proof, and one person's entirely subjective statements not proof of anything. Besides, even amateurs can occasionally make delicious food. Perhaps Frost was simply lucky. for example. As an amateur whose cooking puts first-class chefs to shame. What's that entirely subjective statement? Furthermore, you're ignoring another crucial part of the pharmacist's testimony. Namely, she also describes some of Frost's work as having been unbearably salty. In other words, your evidence actually shows that Frost failed to produce the perfect confectionery. No more objections, I take it. Must be some way I can prove that Gusto and Frost were still collaborating. Mr. E? Something that's been on my mind. Yes? What is it, Eddie? Mr. Frost's entry for the finals. Wouldn't it have taken a while to make? I would imagine so. Making flavored water, freezing it all, and then carving tool sculptures? Could he really have done all that and helped Mr. Gusto with his work? If it was me, I'd have barely gotten as far as setting the flavored water up to the freeze parts. I can't see how Mr. Frost could have pulled it off. Perhaps there's some morally instinct in you after all, Eddie. The pondering certainly point to another possibility. Eddie's right. Mr. Frost would have needed to freeze his own large blocks of flavored ice to create his art. And there wouldn't have been time to do that during the contest itself. So what must Mr. Frost have done in order to finish his flavored ice entry within the time limit? What's made it of flavored ice at all? And Miss Supposedly has such strong teeth that she was able to crunch through whatever it was. No. It doesn't make any sense. The day before. Must have made the flavored ice the day before. And all he would have had to do was sculpt it. What's he muttering about now? No, I'm sorry, I just realized something, that's all. I realized that you're correct. What? Mr. E? I hope you know what you're doing. Oh, accepting defeat at last, RV. The only thing I'm accepting is that perhaps one of the things you said was true.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. They were helping one another right up until the day before the final. Just as you said, the day before the final really did mark the end of their collaboration. Mr. Frost's entry was carved entirely from blocks of flavored ice. Ice which would have needed at least a day to freeze. And whose flavors would therefore have already been prepared by Mr. Gusto.
Yes, which lines up perfectly with his fact Gusto told me that he helped Frost until the day before the final.
I remembered who you were basing his voice off of now, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't remember the character's name, though.
I remember, yeah. There we go. Okay. Let's go.
In that case, why didn't Mr. Frost reciprocate and help Mr. Gusto in return? Oh yeah, so apparently they were helping each other, Gusto and Frost. That's why these are both similar and taste the same.
Yeah. Oh. Hello, stream. Goodbye, stream.
Oh. I can hardly be expected to read the minds of the dead.
Objection!
Perhaps not. Well, I imagine Mr. Gusto could tell us. So why don't you let us speak with them? How do you still
I love that his name is changed to... I love that his voice has changed more into Eddie's.
Yeah. I'm trying to get into, like, the way he says objection, like his actual VA, but I just can't do it.
Fair.
How dare you call my methods into question?
That's not my intention. I just don't understand why you would obstruct a perfectly valid line of inquiry. Give me one good reason as to why you're keeping Mr. Gusto from me.
One good reason? Certainly. So how and why of Frost and Gusto's collaboration have absolutely no bearing on this case.
Objection!
Can you possibly say that with any certainty? If their relationship had broken down for some reason, That could very well have been the motive behind this murder.
Could it indeed? And why did Gusto himself tell me about it? Why did the man you seem so keen on accusing share the details of his collaboration with the prosecution? Please, tell me you have some proof to back up your preposterous suspicions this time.
It's only suspicious at one time that we know of. I imagine Mr. Von Karma was aware of exactly what the suspicious action was. Which means it's probably a trap.
Well, that got your tongue.
This is a trap. Can't back down now. Was Gusto snuck into Mr. Frost's room? We still don't know why. That fact alone is reason enough to suspect him.
If that's your only concern, then allow me to clear it up for you.
I knew it. It was a trap.
I was saving this for the trial, but considered a taste of things to come. Plus, I'd hate for the proceedings to drag on because of your needless interjections. Here, take a look at this.
It's...
Gusto and Frost, and their sons.
Yeah, his son did visit up through the semi-final. For some reason.
Gusto snuck in a Frost room in order to retrieve this photograph.
But why?
It seems their sons attended the same elementary school. Gusto was concerned that the fact Mr. Frost and his acquaintance might place him under undue suspicion. Concern that you have just proved was entirely well-founded. Gusto's actions make perfect sense, and you have given me no reason to believe otherwise.
You never know when we talk to Mr. Gusto.
Now, if you're quite done obstructing my investigation, I have things to be getting on with. That smug, self-righteous jerk! I'll give him something to be getting on with. What do we do, Mr. E? Tangaroa's finished if we can't figure something out.
What needs to be getting on with? What exactly could those things be? He has a body, a murder weapon, and a suspect in custody. Prosecution needs to pursue Mr. Tangaroa. Surely they have all they need. Why is Mr. Uncom still investigating the scene of the crime?
Some mystery.
We're missing something. Something important. Mr. Von Karma has everything he needs to proceed with the prosecution of Mr. Tangaroa. Yet he still doesn't seem entirely confident in his case. If he was, why refuse to share information with Detective Bent?
Who else? Haven't seen the autopsy report yet either. You guys probably got a hand in that too.
You show yourself and solve the mystery of what happened to the evidence that we're missing. Look at the scene in front of us, Detective. A very conspicuous pool of blood that should be here is clearly missing.
Alright, I don't ever hear anybody mentioning they'd remove the blood along with the body.
What exactly turned up not in Mr. Tangaroa's room, but in a most unusual place.
There's a match. Blood on the fountain's frost.
So no traces of Mr. Frost's blood left in Mr. Tangaroa's room. Yet we found some at the fountain instead. Why? Mr. Frost's blood went missing from the crime scene. The traces of it showed up in the fountain. Why go to the trouble of removing the blood from the scene after the body had been discovered? And why only the blood? Surely the body would have also been in the way. Wait, could someone have moved the body aside to get to the blood? The body might have been moved aside, or removed from the scene of the crime entirely. After all, as far as we know, there's still no autopsy report. We've learned plenty about the murder weapon and the suspect, but very little about the body itself. Our assumption thus far has been that the body has been recovered by the forensics team. But what if that assumption is false? What if Mr. Von Karma wouldn't show Detective Bad the autopsy report out of something other than spite? What if we've been thinking about this the wrong way around all along? The question is, why didn't... The question isn't why did Mr. Von Karma hold back information about the body? It's did Mr. Von Karma even have any information about the body in the first place? Maybe things look from that angle. Perhaps the body had been removed by the police in order to carry out an autopsy reports. Perhaps it had already been removed and hidden away by the culprit before their arrival.
Mystery?
We both heard the rumors of Mr. Von Karma's questionable methods. Fabricated witness statements, shady deals, forged evidence even.
Sure, everybody's heard all that stuff, but what's that got to do with us right now?
I would never judge a person on the basis of rumors alone. Even Mr. Von Karma. I've tried my best not to let my preconceptions color our interactions with him. Nonetheless, it appears he may indeed be willing to twist the truth to his own ends.
What's the truth? You mean he's playing dirty?
I fear he might have been. He still is. Not about letting him to get away with it.
I'm returning to the prosecutor's office. Don't breathe a word about anything to that infernal attorney.
Yes, sir!
Hold it!
Yes, what is it now?
I have a few questions, Mr. Von Karma, about a certain fact that you've been keeping from us.
Really? You mean to call the methods of an officially sanctioned investigation into question yet again? I'm warning you. If you obstruct the police in their work any further, there will be consequences.
Objection!
Well, the police have an issue with Mr. Von Karma. It's you!
What?
Isn't it the prosecution to work out who the real culprit of a crime is?
What foolishness is this? I have no intention of debating what the prosecution's role is or is not with the likes of you. But let me make one thing clear. My job is to identify suspects and ensure that every last one of them is convicted at all costs. Believe me when I say I leave absolutely no room for doubt when I present my perfect, unassailable cases.
Objection!
How far would you go for your perfect cases? Would you create facts out of the whole cloth, perhaps?
And I thought you had outdone yourself already. And now you intend to accuse me of fabricating evidence.
With the benefit of hindsight, this is really funny.
Yep, I do. Because it's why you've done nothing but hinder Detective Bad from doing his job at every turn.
What are you talking about?
You didn't shut him out of the investigation because you wanted him to keep an eye on us. You did it to stop him from finding out that you don't have the body.
What? He doesn't have the body? Ridiculous. You're clutching at straws. I will not tolerate any more of your preposterous slander.
And allow us to examine it. Prove me wrong if you can.
I'm afraid you'll have to try a little harder than that. I am under no obligation whatsoever to prove your baseless accusations one way or the other.
Objection!
As you must have seen for yourself, a piece of bloody chocolate is missing from the scene of the crime. Why did it disappear, and where did it go?
What does it matter? Some blood went missing from the chest where the body was found. So what?
So what indeed? That's precisely my question. If the body was still at the scene when the police got here, removing the blood would accomplish nothing. However, let us suppose for a moment the body was not. If someone had wanted to erase any trace of what had happened in that room, then it all makes perfect sense.
What is this petty obsession with the blood stain? But since it's so important to you, why don't you tell me where you believe it went?
Of course. After all, evidence is everything, as you never tire of telling us. I believe this should back up my theory quite nicely. What evidence do I have that shows where the blood from Miss Tangaroa's room went?
Take that!
Is it third page?
Nope.
Traces of the victim's blood were found in the fountain, along with traces of the chocolate from Mr. Tangaroa's room. I believe the missing piece of blood-stained chocolate was dumped into the stream that flows to the fountain, which strongly points to one certain fact. Someone purposefully disposed of the blood after the body had been removed from the chest. Mr. Von Karma, where did you find the body? You didn't find it, did you? Answer me!
Where did you get your hands on that kind of evidence? You have neither the authority nor the means to carry out that kind of analysis on the fountain water.
No, but I do.
Curse you, Bad. You've been a thorn in my side from the moment you were assigned. Well, no longer. As of now, you're officially off the case.
That's barely on in the first place.
Mr. Von Karma, you still haven't answered my question. Will you admit it? Will you confirm that no body was ever recovered?
It's really quite the claim, you know. One that you'll never find any proof for, I'm afraid.
What must I do to get an answer out of him?
Now, if you don't mind, I have given you quite enough of my precious time already. I look forward to destroying you in court, Gregory Edgeworth. Your precious logic and theories won't save you then. Nothing will.
Mark my words, Mr. Von Karma. Your methods will be your undoing. No matter how you try to hide the truth, I'll bring it all to light in the end. And he does.
In the most ironic way possible, he's right.
Mm-hmm. Forgive me, Detective. I didn't mean to put you in a difficult position.
Don't sweat it. It was always going to end this way. Honestly, nobody's ever sidelined me the way he did before. First time for everything, huh? No, I think he might be right about the body being missing.
Yeah, I'll prove it in court.
Well, if there's anything I can do to help, just say the word. Since, you know, I'm off the case now.
It's very kind. I'm sorry to keep asking favors of you, Detective Bad, but there is one more thing.
Hey, what are you guys whispering about? Come on, let me in off secret.
Alrighty. Detective and I were just arranging a little insurance for the trial. We have enough to see Mr. Tank before we're acquitted, but I prefer to have an ace in the hole, just in case.
And what is it?
You'll find out in the courtroom.
Wait, what? You're letting me join you?
Of course I am. You are my assistant, after all.
Ha! Be more than that by next year. Be a full-fledged attorney, you know? We can take on Von Karma together.
Indeed. But I'm hoping we'll have freed Mr. Tangaroa by then. We're up against Mr. Von Karma, because we can't rule out the possibility that this might take some time.
Right. We'll do everything we can in the meantime. I know you can beat Mr. Von Karma, Mr. E, and I believe in you.
Can't allow Mr. Tangaroa to remain in prison for a crime he didn't commit. And he won't. I'll expose Mr. Von Karma's lies if it's the last thing I do.
Oh, poor choice of words.
Mm-hmm.
To be continued.
And that explains why we saw Frost's body pop up from the fountain. Oh no! Oh, and there's the card. April 2nd, 2:10 p.m., Zodiac Hall Fountain Room.
And that's pretty much how things went down. Those are the facts the IS said. And as far as I'm concerned, somehow became bad.
Finally learning the truth of my father's last case. It's a card here.
Here.
Okay, I haven't
Oh,
heard you for
okay.
a while, so...
Okay. Yeah, I had to do something, so...
Understandable.
So what happened at the trial?
Well, we lost. Von Karma did a real number on us.
Really? You couldn't prove that Mr. Tangaroa was innocent?
Oh, we could prove it alright. Had a decent little pile of evidence in our favor. Problem was, we underestimated Von Karma. He fought even dirtier than we'd feared.
I can imagine. Security my job at all costs. That was always his guiding principle.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? Anywho, trial dragged on and on. Whole thing took about a year in the end. Never forget the day the verdict came down. December 28th that following year. It's April now, so, mama. Talking over 17 years ago. Time sure does fly, huh?
December 28th. I was there that day 17 years ago, sitting in the courtroom gallery. Mm-hmm.
Just before the trial got started, Gregory noticed that Samson was looking even worse than usual. Turns out, poor guy had finally reached his limit. So bad he even said he wanted to be found guilty.
Wait, you mean they forced a confession out of him?
Von Karma got what he'd been pushing for from the very beginning. And when Gregory tried to drop the bombshell about there being no body to speak of, he learned Von Karma to use the power of the police to head him off at the pass. He even had himself a fake autopsy report. That wasn't the end of it. Von Karma had gotten Samson to falsely testify against himself to being an accessory to murder in court. Combined with his confession, poor guy's goose was well and truly cooked. But Gregory still had his ace in the hole, though.
The same ace he has Detective Bad to help him with.
Exactamundo. Knew he needed one last card to play if they squeezed a confession out of Samson. So, he had Bad record all of Samson's interrogations.
I guess Detective Bad really wanted to know the truth too, huh?
They all did. But he was a trooper. Stayed with the case even after Von Karma took him off it, which he shouldn't have the power to do. He was tied up in some other big case too. Good old Bad. They don't make him like that anymore. Anyway, Gregory presented the recordings as proof that Samson's confession was coerced. And you know what? Almost worked. A cop named Ian Seidman got fired. Samson's interrogator and the initial detective before Bad took the fall for pretty much the whole thing. But Von Karma didn't get away scot-free. In fact, he was disciplined by the chief prosecutor for the one and only time. Sorry.
No, you're for the one and only time in his 40-year career.
Still, Samson himself couldn't stomach another day in court. So when that guilty verdict came down, it didn't just signal the end of that day, but of the whole sad affair.
I remember myself to my father's face when they declared Mr. Tangaroa guilty. I was a young child at the time, but even I could tell how much he was hurting inside.
Gregory wanted to appeal the ruling, of course. Wasn't there anything to clear Samson's name. But then, well, you know what happened next. Poor guy. Never got a chance. I should have left with him that day. I always blame myself for not doing that. I shoved that aside and obsessed over something else instead. Or rather, someone else. I hated what you did. Hated you for choosing to stick with Von Karma. I hope you can forgive me.
No, you had every right to hate me. I went on to become a prosecutor as planned, and that's when Mr. Von Karma showed me this case file. According to these records, Mr. Tangaroa was convicted as the main culprit in Mr. Frost's murder.
Nope, that's not right. Samson was convicted as an accessory to murder.
Strange. Bob clearly states that he was the perpetrator. Plus, I'm fairly certain that all of Mr. Von Karma's cases were successfully solved.
Mind if I take a peek at those? This file's been doctored, and part of the verdict has been changed.
What?
Here, feast your peepers on this.
Samson Tangaroa, age 39, organizer of the confectionery contest. The victim's body was found inside one of his creations, leading to his arrest. While in detention, Tangaroa discovered that he had a taste disorder, which was subsequently cured via medication. Verdict: convicted as an accomplice based on his confession. Convicted as an accomplice.
That's a copy of the file they have on record at the courthouse.
Why is my copy so different?
Well, you said it came from Von Karma, yeah? My guess is he didn't want Gregory's son thinking there's a murderer out there still at large. Didn't want you looking into it again before the statute of limitations was up.
So everything I believed about the case was a lie.
Like to say, we all gotta start somewhere. What's important is you know what's what now. Statute of limitations may have run out, but the truth's still out there, you know? I inherited Samson's case when your old man passed. Prosecution handed it off to somebody else, too. Great Von Karma wasn't gonna bother facing off against a rookie like me, was he? Anyway, long story short, killer was never found, and Samson was found guilty instead.
Well, is there really nothing we can do to help him?
Not the real perp, I'm afraid. Till then, his confession stands. Speaking of which, I didn't find out until after the verdict had been handed down, but on Karma threatened Samson and made him a deal. Told him if he didn't confess, he'd make sure Judy was convicted instead.
How could he?
Samson knew there was no way Judy could have done it, of course. But he wasn't going to take any chances, so he did what he was told and confessed to keep her safe. Now, tell me this, Milesy boy. Why do you think your Uncle Eddie just happened to be in the prison the day Bronco Knight died?
Ah, that's right.
You were there to see Mr. Tangaroa.
Bingo. Judy and I both promised we'd visit him every day. I didn't quite keep that promise. But Judy did. Never missed one visit in all these years. Come rain or shine, she always showed up. But none of that changed the fact that Samson is still being unduly punished day after day.
Oh, how heartbreaking. We gotta do something, Mr. Fender.
Well, kiddo, that's actually why we came here. Ice sculptures are back on display, just like they were all those years ago. And we're gonna see what we can find out. Right, Miles Arena?
Well, Prosecutor Fender, I don't look at these things in the same way as you or my father.
Miles.
That doesn't matter right now. Speaking not as a prosecutor, but as Miles Edgeworth. I want to know the truth behind both of these cases. I'm not leaving until I do.
You really are old Gregory's son through and through. Alrighty then, now that's sorted, we can really get to work. Good thing I brought the IS-7 case file and evidence with me today, huh? Here, documents first. Who doesn't love paperwork, am I right? Parts in red ink are my annotations.
Okay. Hangar Mansion, room, September 24th, 18 years ago. Weapon, rock salt lamp, Karma, Edgeworth. Statute of limitations expired 3 years ago on December 24th. Does accomplice. Artie Frost, age 38, also known as Paul Lee, under which name he was a renowned sculptor of France. Contested in the confectionery contest, body was discovered in the Rose Room, caused death with blood loss following a blow to the head. No detailed autopsy report due to the body being missing. Thank you, Fender.
And here's some evidence for you. Enjoy. There's quite a few, so I'd take a minute to scope them out if I were you.
Small mountain of evidence from the IS-7 incident received from Miss Fender. Yes, I see. I'll take a look at them in a bit. No, I want to take a look at them now. Oh, it's just these four. Okay, that's not too bad, actually. And this is from today.
With the rock salt lamp.
There's nothing...
Something tells me that this was orchestrated.
Most likely. All things considered.
Hey, Judy.
How old is she now?
18 years, yeah. 16 years. She's younger than she should be.
Fair enough. So,
Right.
we got the
Never mind. 18 years.
Okay. We got the cookbook, we got the finger marks, we got the salt lamp, and the photo. Oh, it's just a picture of it. Okay. And then the photo. For some odd reason. They don't look too happy to be next to each other.
don't. The kids do, though.
Yep.
You know, our current case is just full of loose threads, too. Come to think of it.
Indeed. The key plays of an incident 18 years ago who just happened to get caught up in another incident. The sculptures in the winter wing that are perfect replicas of the ones from 18 years ago. The poison gas attack in the autumn wing, which has been disguised to look like the winter wing. The two chemicals that were found inside the Pisces statue's display case, ubiquium and asphyxium. That form of poisonous gas when mixed together. The victim of the gas attack, Carmela Gusto, who was no longer a stranger to the events of 18 years who was no stranger to the events of 18 years ago, and who was still unconscious and undergoing treatment in the medical room. And finally, we come to the body floating face down in the fountain. The fact that the ice sculptures have melted, just as they did all those years ago. Which, by the way, his body, if that is Artie Frost's body, has been down there for 18 years. That or was hidden away until now.
Oh boy.
How was it still intact?
Hey, do you remember how when we played Jackbox, I made the comment about there's a specific Great Lake that likes to collect bodies?
Yeah.
At a certain temperature, the bacteria that breaks down bodies doesn't actually survive.
It has to be cold enough, right?
Yep.
The reason why that lake collects bodies is because the bodies sink due to the, well, density due to the cold, and they don't decompose because of the cold.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. The events of the present day would appear to be intimately linked with the events of the past, which means they may be able to help us learn more about what happened 18 years ago.
Sounds good to me. Let's get investigating.
Objection!
Oh god, I forgot you guys were here.
Oh, God.
Oh no you don't! Aren't you forgetting somebody?
Shakespeare.
I could have
No.
sworn this is my investigation.
Eustace is right. I do hope you aren't intending to obstruct him in his duties, Mr. Edgeworth.
Oh no!
Thank
He
you.
needs to go to the hospital. Whatever will we do? Anyway, the investigation.
Yep.
Can we get another one for the nice lady over here?
I mean, hold on, let me reload. Revolvers, man, they jam sometimes. And you would think they would have finally fixed the jamming issue. Yep, there we go.
There it is.
There we go.
No, They both
Oh,
have to go to
no.
the hospital. Anyway, the investigation.
Christ.
I would hate to have to add a guilty to my report to the committee.
Shut up.
Guilty of no. Of course not. I'm simply offering once again to do what I can to help this investigation.
Your offer was duly noted and duly declined.
Shut up, bitch.
Oof. She isn't pulling any punches. The identity of the body from the fountain is currently being ascertained. It's only a matter of time until we have all the information we need.
Perhaps I can help you speed that process along. I think I have an idea of who our mystery victim might be. What? Really? You have to tell me it's the law!
He doesn't.
Well,
Literally, no, he doesn't.
maybe it isn't just the ice sculptures that have resurfaced after 18 years. Body in the fountain may also be a visitor from the past. Larry Butts!
Eddie Fender.
Take that!
I believe the body in the fountain is that of the man who was murdered here 18 years ago. Hold on, how old?
Deep is that fountain?
57.
Yeah,
Mr.
that's about
Artie
right.
Frost. Either he was kept down the bottom of the fountain for so long and got randomly dislodged, or someone probably threw him in there and, like, while everything was going on.
Okay,
Like,
so they'd have
using
to...
a weight on, like, a shirt or something.
Yeah, okay, so to go through the list, not only would it have to be essentially vacuum sealed, like an anaerobic environment, i.e. water, it would have to be essentially just above, like just below freezing.
Mhm.
Which most
Meaning
of these
for-
rooms are.
Mhm.
Yes, but he would have to be kept in an area that air couldn't get to.
Mhm.
Otherwise, he'd be freezer burned.
Mhm.
So for all the, I think he was just stuck in the fountain.
Possibly.
Which one of these rooms was melted?
Winter?
Would be. Yeah. Yeah, it would be winter.
Yeah, because we never
Which
saw
would
the
be-
Aquarius and the other statue.
Mhm.
Yeah, so the one that was... Yeah, so the Pisces had that happen.
Mhm. Yep.
Like, 18 years ago, those were the two that melted.
Mhm.
Well, yeah, 18 years ago, yeah, so I'm talking about now.
Hmm.
they were-
Oh, I
Jeez.
don't think either of them melted.
Yes. No, wait, they.
The one of the rooms did melt because that's what made everyone like, okay, so things are happening almost the same way. Plus, we
Mhm.
never actually saw the Aquarius and the other.
Aquarius and Pisces.
We never saw Aquarius and Aries.
Aries, yeah. Aquarius and
Mhm.
Aries, them's the ones.
Yep.
So it was the autumn wing that melted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, real quick, hey Feo, did you swap your categories again?
Oh my god. No. Thank you.
You're welcome. It's a couple hours late, but just looked over and saw it. It was like, I don't think that's Tomodachi.
Oops.
That's why we're not getting the usual people going, oh my god, the investigations.
There we go. My bad.
Hmm.
Oops.
Yay. Oops. We're back.
So, I mean, I just find it hard to believe that the body was down there for 18 years and only just now resurfaced.
I think
it's-
it was kept down there.
I don't think it was. Because how would it suddenly pop up to the surface?
Mhm. Unless someone had some sort of weird remote thing to release it.
Yeah. So that body must have been
Fair.
hidden somewhere and only got thrown into the fountain once everything started happening.
Yeah.
Alright.
Is
I'm
this
just.
Mr. Already.
Someone's been. Sorry, all I can think of is, yes, someone's keeping a freaking pet corpse.
Yep.
And
Yep.
Hello, this is my pet corpse. His name is Ivan. Say hello, Ivan. No, he's shy.
what do you say is that was poor Chili Willikins?
No, wait, what the heck is Chillywinks? Whoever it is you're talking about.
Idiot.
Artie Frost was a famed sculptor, Eustace. Although he's been known as Paul Halik. The sculptures on display here are all his works.
No way. Sounds like he did well for himself. Always good to encounter a fellow winner.
Mr. Frost was also the victim of the IS-7 incident.
Judge Cavell knows about the IS-7 incident.
Mr. Edgeworth, the IS-7 incident is an 18-year-old case. And according to police records, the victim's body was recovered and an autopsy duly carried out.
Sure, that's what the records say, but the records can't always be trusted.
What are you insinuating?
That while the records say stuff like body totally recovered, the defense back then begged to differ. Not that it stopped the prosecution from shutting them down hard, of course.
Yeah, this is winning. Hmm? What? Really?
What is it, Eustace?
The body. We've got an ID. Some sculptor named Frost or something. So I guess Edgeworth called it?
Goddess of Justice.
So my father's deductions were right all along. Well, Judge Cavell, I'd say this changes things, wouldn't you? Perhaps now you'll admit that I might be of use to this case. More than a certain junior prosecutor, anyway. No fair! Trying to steal the win! I'm doing no such thing. All I want is to uncover the truth. If we're going to get to the bottom of what happened here, we need to work together.
You don't need to do anything, and you do not need to know the truth. This case is none of your concern.
Want to have something for this? Whoa there, Judge G. I think you might be wrong about that.
Another of your interruptions, Mr. Fender?
Yep, see, I was on the defense team for IS-7, so this case is very much my concern. I was one of the pesky kids pushing the theory that the body had actually gone missing, and oh look, there it is. Prosecutor at the time may have brushed us off, but you can't deny the testimony of your eyes. Or, to put it a little more bluntly, prosecution's case was rotten from the ground up. When there's a miscarriage of justice caused by the prosecution, it's the committee's job to fix it. No? Hold on. Can I just... This was the verbal equivalent of him just reaching over, grabbing the hammer, and... Where's the sound effect? Where is it? Where is it?
The gavel?
No.
I don't think I have the gavel. Oh.
Just reached over, grabbed her hammer, and just hit her on the fucking head with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And who better to help you unpick the mess than someone who was there at the time? Unless you have an ulterior motive.
Would you know trial seems to have a civil incident in some detail. In which case, I suspect she must be here on the committee's behalf.
Your connection to the case is noted, Mr. Fender, but I fail to see how it concerns Mr. Edgeworth.
He's son of the original defense attorney and the protege of the case's lead prosecutor. And if that's not enough for you, he was at the trial too. I think it's just possible he might have a little something to bring to the table, don't you?
Very well, you may both assist in the investigation. But only if you refrain from interfering with the work of others. The Winter Wing is off limits for now. This room, however, is all yours.
Alrighty, great to hear we're on the same wavelength, G. Why don't we bring it in to show we're all on the side of justice?
Yeah, that's fair.
Do not test me, Mr. Fender. Your permission to investigate can be revoked at any time.
Duly noted, Your Honor.
This is a turn up for the bucks, huh, Milesy? We get to do our thing after all.
Thank you, unmeasurable help as always.
No sweat. Besides, I was mostly doing it for me. Okay, I'll be investigating my own thing, so just holler if you find something interesting.
We will.
Can we talk about the fact that Fender absolutely proved that he is a good lawyer by looking at the judge and going, hey, here's every reason to the contrary of your line of thinking.
Yep.
Would you like to shut up now, or would you like to keep digging?
Yep. Oh man,
Here's a shovel.
I love seeing him like shove it in her face.
Just like,
Especially
here's a shovel. Would you like to keep digging?
Especially about the Von Karma stuff.
Because she had to know. She had to know. Chef's kiss. Anyway.
Okay, shall we?
Heck yeah, let's get the investigation. Let the investigation commence.
It's been a while, okay? You'll get there eventually. We're still unclear on two key facts. How Mr. Frost's body came to be where we found it, and the source of the ubiquium.
You're right, we need some more intel.
Indeed. Let's focus on the ubiquium first and foremost. Excuse me.
Nice. It's used in stuff like dish soap and paint, right?
Correct. So it's a bright red in color and has a distinctive minty fragrance. Flagrant.
BRB.
Fragrance.
Flagrant.
Okay, sounds like we know what we're looking for.
Well, I've been taken back to the lab, sir. Autopsy's underway. How's the rest of the fountain looking? Rather beautiful, actually, sir. The water's crystal clear and kind of soothing. As if there wasn't a body floating in it not so long ago, Seems police have already removed the body.
But why did the body of the victim from 18 years ago turn up in this fountain? And why isn't it all rotten and stuff? Did it slowly shuffle its way here?
I remind you the zombies aren't real. Seems like the body was preserved somehow.
Really? Is that even possible? Hey, Mr. Forensics guy, anything to report?
Yes, ma'am! Traces of both ubiquium and asphyxiant have been detected in the fountain.
I'm gonna say those are probably carried here by the stream from the Autumn Wing.
In addition to those two chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. Composition of the sugar is being analyzed as we speak. Sugar in the fountain? Where would it even come from? One of the rooms. Bounce teases lay out neatly in the serving carts.
The pamphlet says that the gallery is famous for its tea.
Understandably so. The cup we were given was delicious.
Looks like all this stuff was designed by Mr. Frost.
Interesting. In that case, I think we better take a closer look. So this dishware was made by Artie Frost.
Looks very fancy.
Oh, it is. I'm willing to bet that this set can fetch something in the thousands of dollars. We'll try not to touch any of it unless we absolutely have to.
Whoa, this stuff's really worth that much?
Stop it, Kay. I can see your eyes lighting up. This bound must really be a thing Mr. Frost like Fender said to still have this.
Hey, Deji!
What is it?
Be careful with that teapot, you hear?
Why is there so concern all of a sudden? Hey, Tori.
Hey, Dory.
Honored guests. I can pour you a cup if you like. Miss Bound.
Judy! I'm good, thanks. No tea for me. You two knock yourselves out.
Thank you, Tori. Thank you for the offer. Yes, why not? Quick break, little Kurt. 2 cups, come right
2
up.
cups. Smells great.
Okay. Enjoy the look, Tori.
Wow, this tastes even better than it smells. What type of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's Ceylon, I believe. You choose to identify by its citrus aroma, but... Miss Bound, is this the same blend you served this morning?
Why, yes. Is it alright? Is there anything wrong with it, is there?
Oh no, not at all. Just that the cup you gave me earlier had a slightly different aroma.
Really? That's odd. I use the exact same blend both times. It seemed we could account for the difference. Hey, what's up with the big idea? Quit being mean about Judy's tea, will you?
It's gone under your skin, Larry.
Nothing. You're just rude, that's all. You didn't even try to call me by the right name. It's Larice Donum, dang it. You know what? I'm done. I'm not talking to you anymore.
That was childish even for him.
Wow, what happened there?
We'll ask about it later, shall we? Miss Bound is more of a priority right now. We might not have any evidence to prove that she's the culprit, but it does seem likely that the poison gas was her doing. Tablecloth draped over the card is pure white, completely spotless.
Just waiting for me to grab it by the edge and clear my mind and whoosh!
Okay, gosh, was enough how bad of an idea that would be.
Oh, come on. What's the worst that can happen? Even if it does go all sideways, we'll just wind up with another cool tea-colored tie-dye.
Yes, well, I'd rather it remain white. Plus, I don't think Miss Bound would appreciate us meddling with it.
Really? But there's so many other colors that would totally work. Pink, sky blue, tea leaves brown.
A caddy containing Ceylon tea leaves. It's a well-crafted tin canister designed to prevent moisture and sunlight from damaging its contents. Not a bad thing to use considering the quality of the blend Miss Bound serves. To call it an aroma, I'd say this is the puddle's spilled tea.
Hey, look, there's a small chunk of ceramic in it. Looks like someone dropped one of the cups. I can probably guess as to who. God damn it, Larry. I guess somebody must have broken something.
I know that insignia. A certain high-strung somebody just might know a little something too.
Statues of a man and woman and in old-timey clothes. Did Paul Halik really make all these as well?
Yes, it seems he created them later in his life, once he had begun to make a name for himself. His wife pushed him to sculpt the two of them as ancient gods, and he couldn't say no to his beloved. Title is, the beautiful goddess Venus and her humble servants.
Wow, talk about putting your goddess on a literal pedestal. It's a man with a moon-shaped head and a woman with a sun-shaped head. The man's got a real pained look in his eyes, though. Is this another Paul Halik piece?
Yes, from his younger years, when he was something of a dreamer. He depicted those closest to him by means of a motif taken from nature. The piece is titled, My Parents.
Guess the mom shone brightness in that house. Brightest. A sculpture of a brave warrior battling against a serpent. Did Paul Lake make this one too, Mr. Edgeworth?
He did. Seems he was fascinated by fantasy and mythology when he was a young man. This piece embodies the tragic yet great determination of the young as they face an impossible situation. It's called The Math Test.
Talk about relatable.
Yeah, okay.
Some of the names
Sure.
of these is just dumb.
Yep. Where were you before you rejoined us here, Miss Bound? That's me.
I had to go and tell our visitors were closed. Oh, and hand out a little something in apology. Was there something you wanted to talk to me about?
Yes, a few things actually. Not least of all, the fact that I think you might be the one who set the poison gas trap. The original ice sculptures melted 18 years ago, correct? How did you manage to recreate them?
Oh, you know about what happened back then? In that case, you might also know I took pictures of them during the contest. I commissioned the creation of a set of replicas based on those photographs for this current exhibit.
Why go through the trouble of creating replicas?
Mr. Frost's Zodiac Science was his great unfinished masterwork. I wanted to see it completed at last. Or rather, recompleted. It was my fault that the original set melted in the first place, after all.
Let me see. Is there any particular reason why the winter and autumn wings look so similar?
Oh my, you really think they look alike? To use some of the decorations from one and the other by accident.
You're really lying. No, the evidence to prove it just yet. Okay, so I need to come back to that then.
There's tulips. By the door. Those are tulips by the door, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, it's the spring wing.
Spring, a popular time to move house. Which makes it open season for great thieves.
Housebreaking is a little beneath a great thief, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Hey there, Mazzarino. Situation with the investigation.
Things are progressing. The fuller picture of what happened is beginning to emerge.
Good to hear. Guess I better step up my game too then.
This case seems to have a lot in common with the incident from 18 years ago.
And how? It's got the lot. Melting the statues in the Winter Wing, even the murder victim's body.
But how did nobody ever figure out that the body had gone missing?
Frost had no family apart from his son. And, well, kid kind of vanished. Nobody's seen him since around the time of the incident. Gusto's son, too. Him and his best pal from school just up and disappeared.
What? They were never found?
Gusto's boy wasn't, as far as I heard anyhow. Guess Frost's kid turned up in the end, though. Collected his inheritance at some point. But yeah, no family around just after the incident. Frost got no funeral, no nothing. No need for the police to release the body, and no need for anybody to find out they didn't have it. They filed their fake autopsy report and nobody was any the wiser. Well, almost nobody. I can.
Why is there a lift cart just sitting out here in the open?
I guess somebody needed to have... Yeah, I guess somebody must have been moving something heavy.
The platform seems to be wet.
You know, I had a funny feeling I've seen this thing somewhere before.
You mean like 18 years ago?
Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. Saw it in Frost's room.
Yep.
Must use it to move the ice sculptures around. It's one of those fancy numbers where you can change not only the platform's height, but even its angle. Have one of these, you can move 2 giant lumps of ice around, no sweat.
Oh, just think of the possibilities. I could really use one of these.
Still doesn't explain what it's doing here, though. Bit of a head scratcher. We should give it a think, yeah?
Indeed. After all, it just might have something to do with our case. It's wet, so if it did move ice, it was recent.
Mm-hmm. I put sunflowers by the door. Nice.
Getting a doormat for the entrance to the summer room, I suppose.
Summer is also vacation time. And Evergate Thief knows that means tourists with bulging wallets.
Pickpocketing K. Isn't that a little beneath the Great Thief?
Yeah, maybe you're right.
I forgot it.
You okay, then?
Oh, dang.
Oh,
So,
well.
well, it was very clear that you're only allowed to investigate in this room. So I'm afraid I can't let you pass. Sorry, sir. It wouldn't make much difference if you did, officer. You're standing in front of a wall. Oh, but we all know a few bricks won't stop you, Mr. Miles Edgeworth, sir.
Wow, he actually sounds kind of scared of you.
So what kind of reputation do I have down at the precinct? Selection of trophies won by Paul League, or rather, Artie Frost. Evidently, he's a very well-respected artist.
Well, you've got one too, Mr. Edgeworth. So it's about time I won one too. Guess I'll have to find some thieving contest to enter. Or you could set something up, something with a nice ceremony at the end, all that.
Yes, followed by a swift round of arrests. It seems the elevator is only accessible to select individuals.
I wonder what's upstairs.
One of the things, the medical room. As Mr. Gusto is being treated.
Hope he's alright. We've got some questions we need answering as soon as he wakes up.
Since there's no way of knowing when that might be, we should explore other avenues in the meantime.
The door is marked with a nice autumny-looking tree.
Catching me to the Winterling. I suppose it's all part of the deception.
I could steal the leaves if you'd like. Make things a little bit more wintry?
I think you better leave them alone, okay?
thing in front of the door is a fir tree, right?
Yes, they're usually associated with winter, but this door leads to the autumn leaf. But still part of someone's elaborate ruse.
I could paint it red for that autumny feel.
Evergreen City Green all year round, Kay. That's the name.
Sure, I knew that.
I'm going to keep this simple, Larry. You're hiding something, so just tell me what it is.
Whoa, quit with the glare off, you two. It's weird.
Ah, come on, Kay. You know me better than that. I wasn't staring. I was trying to idea for a picture. Now, Edgy, he was glaring.
Yes, and I'll keep glaring at you until you tell us what it is you're hiding.
Quit it! I already told you I'm not talking to you anymore.
You're talking to me right now.
I mean, from now on, I'm not talking to you ever again. Starting now.
This is getting me nowhere. Suppose I'll just have to figure out what he's hiding first before I can get the whole truth out of him. Why don't you take a look at this for me, Larry?
Why would you show me that?
Oh man, what is about Miss Bound's teeth that's got you so agitated? If you won't tell me, then perhaps you prefer to explain to Judge Gabelle.
Wait, don't look bad in front of Verity. I'm a sensible, cool, clean-cut guy. I wanted to see the real me. The real, flowed-down, dirty me.
Not so sure anybody here thinks you're particularly clean-cut, Larry. If you don't want to think badly of you, the best thing you can do is talk to me.
Alright, I'll talk.
Alright, Larry, enough is enough. Now confess.
Oh, this is the way to treat your best friend, Edgy.
Is there any way for you to treat yours? Be it by lying to him, hiding things.
I get the picture already, so I'm glad you'll be like that. I'll tell you everything, okay? Earlier, I thought Verity might like a cup of tea, so then I went to pour one for her. I got distracted and my hand slipped and smash! I broke the teapot! Price is a work of art! The pizza's because of me!
No words exist to describe how far away I saw this coming from.
Ouch, you really messed up this time, Larice.
Yep, you've got the Judge Gavelle mad because she's not going to get her tea now. You've got Miss Bound angry now because you broke one of her precious pieces of art. And you got the cleaning lady mad because she's going to have to clean all that up, and that's going to be a pain.
I should note, it's the teapot that's broken, and yet there's the teapot on the cart.
True.
See, Edgy, everyone's gonna think less of me now. She's never gonna forgive me for this.
Crying to me won't do you any good. I think you need to apologize to Miss Bound.
No! He's actually on his hands and knees, oh my god.
My teapot? I see.
I'm sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll paint your portrait. I'll paint you 50 portraits.
Please, Miss Donald. It's really me who should be apologizing. How could I fail to notice that there were broken pieces of ceramics on the floor? Somebody could have been hurt. Here, let me make sure that's safely disposed of. The teapot in question was designed by Artie Frost, correct? I understand it was something you've long treasured. You must be upset. No, I am. But of course, all things break eventually. And as luck would have it, I have another identical teapot. It's far from the end of the world. She's less attached to Mr. Frost's work than she used to be. Oh, hi, Bailey.
Howdy, Bailey.
Hello.
Oh, I need to fix my alerts.
Hydrate.
Hang on. There we go. Hi. I actually need some water anyway, so that is perfect timing. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go grab some. I'll be right back.
I don't know. I'm probably gonna be going to bed soon.
Yeah, same.
been playing Mecha Chameleons. Pretty silly. Fair enough. I haven't heard of that one before.
Oh my gosh, Mecha Chameleon. I saw that on Steam the other day. What Bailey said she's
Okay,
playing.
just get back and reading chat.
Ah.
So, I am gonna be calling it here personally, just because I gotta work in the morning and I need to sleep. So, have a good night, everybody. Good rest of the stream. Goodbye,
goodbye.
chat.
Yeah, I saw Mecha Chameleon pop up on my Steam page yesterday. It looks funny.
I'm probably gonna call it a night whenever we get to a stopping point.
Yeah. The sweetest, the kindest. Ah. Is that a teapot you're talking about? It's the one sitting on top of the cart right now, right? What do you mean? Yeah, so when I smashed the first one, I tried to hide the pieces in the bottom of the cart. That's when I saw that other pot under there. So I took it out and basically switched the two pots. Oh, I see. Yep, that's everything I have to tell you. Be extra careful not to break the other one. I promise. You have no shame whatsoever, do you? I'm sorry. It's really quite alright that you're being so honest. Yeah, Jean, isn't she the absolute best? She'll take advantage of her kindness and we'll make amends somehow. I sure will. So making as an artist, I'm going to give her one of my paintings. She was one of my models after all. It's only fair. This way, I suspect she's highly likely to make more trouble than amends. I think it would be better for you to keep out of her way for a very long while. No, but I will be keeping out of her way, because I sketched her and the others already. Her and the others? Can you see my work, huh? Yeah, I drew a few great sketches of some ravishing beauties. Want to see?
Interested in Larissa's ravishing beauties, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm afraid you've greatly misjudged here. So let's see if Larry has captured any unusual details this time, too. Unusual details? Nothing as usual about these. My best work yet!
Really? Now I want to see them too.
Mecha Chameleon is a hide-and-seek game where you try to paint yourself to blend into the map. Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
You find a random place on the map and you can paint your character to kind of match the area you're in. Oh, you're a sweetheart, Jay. Alright, let me dig them out for you. Give me a sec, okay? Suppose we might as well take a look. So, these sketches of yours. Seriously, Edgy? Come check out my art. You should have just said so from the get-go. Here, feast your eyes on this. Hold up. Okay, so that's her with the chocolates that, Samson likes.
Mm-hmm. But is that the same cart that had the tea on it, though?
It might be the other one.
Are there multiple carts?
The empty one that's
Okay.
by Fender?
That's one of the low carts.
Yeah.
It didn't have the tablecloth on it.
Ginger Bell, and then Scone, who's...
Trying to do something with the fountain looks to be.
Oh, I have a feeling that might have to do with the sugar content.
It might.
What am I looking at here? Those you already, ravishing beauties! A few of the fair faces that caught my eyes that have been here, you know? That's Verity, and Judy, and, somebody else.
Why did you draw them all on the same page?
I meant to draw the room at first, just something to pass the time. I saw one beauty and another, and, well, I just scribbled them all down as I went. These were all drawn at different times. Huh? Yeah, I guess. Did one of you too, Kay? You're on a different page, though.
Wow, you did? I'm flattered.
True to life with these sketches. Did you only draw what you actually saw? Of course! You're gonna draw things I can't see? Like using my imagination? Oh, these are 100% true to life, right down to the exact shade of each color. Those are accurate. Interesting. Which pains me to admit it, Larry may have provided me with a useful piece of evidence yet again. Taking a look at the sketch, for example, compared to the one here in the room. There's a clear contradiction between the two. And a little deduction is in order. Could I borrow this page for a while, Larry? Sure thing! Want me to sign up for you? Just the page, please. I'm more curious about what the heck Miss Skillet was doing, but alright. Let's go check it out. Larry, could I ask you something about your sketches? Huh? Fascinated by the work of the great Louis Stoneham, huh? It's the composition, right? Not exactly. The slight blue tablecloth. You painted them exactly as you saw it, correct? I already told you! Everything is exactly as I saw it! The tablecloth in the card here in this room is white. Wow. Your head's so full of crazy theories, the simple stuff just passes you right by, huh? What's that look for? Listen, just before I drew that sketch, I was in the middle of some business with the cart with the tea set on it, okay? Kind of business? That's right, it was the hiding the pieces of the teapot I smashed kind. That's nothing to boast about. Anyway, I was still in the middle of cleaning it all up when Judy came out of the winter wing. I didn't want to get busted for breaking the pot, so I quickly dove out of sight. Miss came out of the winter wing. Yeah, and she was pushing a cart. Different one. That's the one with the light blue tablecloth on it that I drew. Deal with the second serving carts. Well, I saw her wheel it into the summer wing. I don't know what happened to it after that. She came back out, she was pushing one of those other carts. The kind you can lift stuff with. Yeah, so I called out to her, but she just ran off and left it behind. I wrote her down as a shy type, but it just goes to show, you never know. All the serving cards, all left cards.
There may be another tea set too?
Better check up Miss Bound. Boy. Are there two serving cards here at the gallery, Miss Bound? Oh, yes. How do you ask? This so-called artist showed us the sketch. Couldn't help but notice the color of the tablecloth. It's light blue. Light blue? I'm afraid your friend must be mistaken. I only use white tablecloths, freshly laundered and starched.
Like the perfect wrinkle-free one on the cart here in the fountain room, right?
Exactly. If I saw so much as a blemish, I would replace it right away. Tablecloths in the sketch don't be a mistake on Larry's parts. Do you have any idea of what you might have been doing when the sketch was drawn? Let me see. I appear to be carrying out my usual duties. I have to ask you a little more about these duties, if I may. What exactly were you doing when the sketch was drawn? So what I can see, your card doesn't have a tea set on it. I was delivering some chocolates to the investigating officers.
Aw, now I'm jealous. I love chocolate.
Well, there were a few left over, so here. For you both. I made them myself. I hope you like them.
Woohoo! Thanks, Miss Bound.
Well, why not? Don't know what to, but I suppose it's because they've been sitting around in our pockets.
Mmm, you're super sweet. I love them.
I'm very glad to hear it. Okay, the prettiest, but hopefully the energy boost nonetheless. Or perhaps I could do with a little less sugar.
Oh, hello there, dearie. Still investigating away, are you? Found anything interesting? No, dearie. Well, nothing much anyway. Silly girl. That wasn't a dearie moment. That was more of a lambkin. Sweetheart is for when you're being sympathetic, of course, and treasures when they're in a tiz. Love is for the people you're not that keen on, and battle is when you're trying to get someone's attention. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many rules.
Jesus Christ.
Mr. Edgeworth, Petal, I hope you're getting all this down.
Never try, okay?
Oh, dearie me.
You're not even want to question the flippin'. Okay.
Nope.
Do you mind, Mr. Gunner? You're in my way. I do mind, actually. And I'm not going anywhere. You'll just have to go around me.
Well, we just thought you might want to move to a better spot, that's all.
Better spot. Demand you show it to me at once. Tell me all it takes to make you do whatever we want.
Don't think you've gotten away with anything, Mr. Edgeworth. I'll be reporting your actions to the committee.
Do whatever you need to do, Judge Cavallo.
And we'll do the same. You're the self-styled great thief, correct? Mr. Edgeworth's association with such a character will be of interest to the committee too, of course. Go ahead and report me to your stupid committee. I'll be the toast of the thieving community.
Judge Cavallo will have to think of some new threats if she wants to intimidate Kay. Okay. Let's move. Despite the difference in aroma, we notice is due to the T-balls having been switched.
You do?
Can't see what else it could have been. The tea itself hadn't changed. Why don't we ask Miss Bound, just to be sure? Miss Bound, the difference in aroma we noticed. Do you think it could have been because of the different teapots? I suppose so. Wake up just now had a subtle minty scent. Rather like uva tea. Oh, I just remembered. I made some peppermint tea in that pot only yesterday. That must be where the minty aroma's coming from. That really be it. Tea from the teapot literally switched in from under the cart smelled faintly of mint.
Right. Miss Spence said she used a pot to make peppermint tea yesterday.
Yes, but there's something else that's been troubling me. Miss Bound seemed more taken aback by the switching of the teapots than the breaking of one.
You're right. You'd expect it to be the other way around.
She might have been deliberately hiding the teapot underneath the cart.
But why?
One of the big room's key characteristics is its minty fragrance.
So, what if she had been hiding something in that teapot?
What? In the teapot?
Simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winter, any luck finding that ubiquium?
Huh? Oh. My people are searching the entire gallery. They haven't found anything yet. And what about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from.
I may have an idea.
Huh, I knew it. If I can't find it, there's no chance that you useless... What? You do know where it came from.
Yes.
Where?
This bounce teapot.
Wow, nice piece. I like it. Yeah, this looks like a fitting prize for a natural-born winner.
It's not a prize, it's a vital piece of evidence.
Oh, it's just evidence. I'll have one of the forensics people check it out.
Mr. Edgeworth, is there some sort of problem with my teapot? Possibly. The pitchy fragrance we notice coming from it. It might just be the scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas. But, Mr. Edgeworth, surely you don't think I had anything to do with that? I'm afraid I do. The method used to create the gas would have required considerable preparation. Nobody would have had the time or the opportunity to set that up except you. It's not strictly true. It took around a week to get Zodiac Hall ready for the exhibition. There were all kinds of people coming and going through here during that time. Delicia for one. So you see, I'm not the only person who could have set it all up. Miss Gona's on our radar too, of course. You need to worry about that. Besides, I wouldn't know the first thing about making poison gas. If you did find some ubiquium on my teapot, I wouldn't have any idea what to do with it. Suppose we should see what the test results say first. I know she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. You want a way to prove that she's lying. Edward speaking. Sir, it's me! Everything alright, Detective? Everyone's up to Winter Wing. Just me in here now. Maybe I can tell you what we found out. We should be sharing information about the investigation. So I'm not about to stop him now. The tips in here have all completely melted. Yeah, oh, okay, so it was the Winter Wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is the one I thought it was. Okay. All that's left in display cases is some stuff at the bottom. More of it in Toro's case and then Gemini case, though. Try this stuff for me if you can. We have pale blue liquid. I had the lab run some tests just now. Similar to the Toro's case, it had a bunch of sugar in it. But the one from the Gemini case had 3 different substances in it. Which were sugar, salt, and blood.
Sugar, salt, and blood.
The sugar.
The sugar, yup.
I don't have a picture of the Gemini, do I? I do. That's Pisces. Yeah, Kari.
Yeah?
What are the chances the body was in that ice sculpture?
Hmm. Well, there's a chance of it, considering that it's, kinda opaque.
Maybe not even in the ice sculpture, just... You know what I mean.
I might... Yeah.
Blood. Where's all the blood during the Gemini case and sample? Imagine whose blood it could possibly be, but I'm gonna test it right away, sir. Please do, Detective. Otherwise, I spoke over the radio with the forensics guy working in the fountain room. Then he just got word the sugar they found in the fountain matches the sugar in the pale blue liquid. I see. That might well prove to be a significant development.
Also, something that's always been kind of bothering me about this case, it's just a freaking thing with me, is the fact that these are freaking massive sculptures. These would take a while to freaking melt.
Yes.
Even if the heat was cranked up fairly high. And yet no one seemed to have noticed that frickin' either the heat was frickin' kicked up or anything.
Yeah. Sugar composition matches that of sugar found in the pale blue liquid already crossed from 10 years ago. Sugar detected in the fountain where also seems to be a match.
I know it's a case of making it more simple for the case, but it just...
Yeah. Anything else to report? Yes, sir. I found one of those light-emitting devices here in the winter wing, too. There are a few of those being used in the autumn wing to disguise it as the winter wing, as I recall. Some living equipment from 18 years ago is more than just for show. Talking to Scone about this. Yeah, I better be getting back to it. I know as soon as we hear from the lab about the blood.
What is it, Gummy? Was that Gummy? Seemed like he had a lot to say.
He did. All of it very useful. I'm going to prove that Miss Bound's claims about who would have set up the poison gas trip are false. I need to talk to a certain somebody else who was here 18 years ago. Miss Scone, I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may.
Of course, dear. Fire away. Anything for you, Milesy, and dear little, sweet little tooth decay? Oh my god.
Appreciate that was the last time you called me Milesy Smilesley.
I'm not a fan of tooth decay either. Well, you'll just have to like it or lump it. I can't change your nickname once I've settled on it. Ah, well, I guess we tried.
Can you tell about the various devices used to decorate the gallery's exhibits? These need some pretty specialized items in use. Light-emitting devices, luminous fabrics...
Oh, I can tell you all about those, dearie. After all, I'm the one who gave them to Moody Judy. This is my way of saying sorry after I broke the rules all those years ago. I bought her 4 lovely new salt lamps and gave her the 4 pieces of luminous cloth I used for the contest. Wow, that's super generous of you. Well, all us girls have to do our best, don't we? Not everybody understands, of course.
You better not be a dig at me, Delish. I told you how kind I thought that was.
Yes, back when you were a dear, sweet, innocent baby boy. What happened to you, eh? Dear, sweet, innocent baby boy? Mr. Fender? Can't quite picture that, I'd have to say.
Decorations are all the same as the ones you saw 18 years ago, correct? Yep, salt lamps. Luminous fabric, light-emitting doodads, the whole bit. All those costs in the autumn. There's all another one somewhere. A lion? Oh, it's in my bag somewhere, I'm sure of it. That's not it. That's not it. That's $1 million.
Do I remember something so Mr. Scale will tell us more? So the specialist. Only someone learned to make the fourth gas that was used in the attack. Any ideas?
Well, any pharmacist who's ever handled Infesticide Ultra would know for a start. After all, it says right there on the label, do not mix with products containing ubiquium, ever.
How about a layperson? It's unlikely they know, wouldn't you say?
I suppose so, yes. Well, not unless they've had a nose through the Ultimate Cookbook anyway.
That's the contest 18 years ago.
The recipe for making Infesticide Ultra, along with all that not mixing with ubiquinum, is in there, you know?
Familiar with the contest?
Oh, probably because ubiquinum is probably used in several sweets.
Maybe.
Because of the minty flavor. Because I work for the Tangaroa group, you see. We're the company behind Cold Killer X. I'm sure you've heard. Oh my god. Oh my god, that is enough. Cold Killer X is the one that freaking Phoenix uses.
Right.
And was used in a couple of cases.
From Killer X fights back Sniffles and seizes with ease, apparently.
After Sammy Poop was found guilty, the company took custody of the book. But they only grant their most trusted people access to it, of course.
Should we discuss one of these elites, I suppose? Oops.
Either the cloth or the chocolate. Boy, the chocolate.
You know, pizza fiber like this in your bag, did you not, Miss Scone? Albeit a somewhat grimier one.
Grimy? How rude. You wouldn't get people to cooperate with your little investigation like that, young man.
Like all the dish towel, then. Perhaps you use it to wipe up some sort of spillage.
Spillage, he says. The cheek. That's a piece of highly specialized luminous cloth. Oh, I probably shouldn't have told you that.
I'd like to know a little more about this highly specialized luminous cloth, if you don't mind. Why didn't you want me to know you had a piece of luminous cloth in your bag?
Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it now, is there? Well, if you must know, I fished it out of the fountain. Oh. I recognized it and was like, why is this in the fountain?
Yep.
It was right before they called me into the autumn wing.
Right, because Frost was still covered by the cloth whenever the body was moved.
Yep. Oh.
Oh
boy.
Retrieve the cloth.
At first I thought it was one of the ones I'd given to Judy.
One before you go into the gallery, correct?
Exactly, but all four were being used in the autumn wing, weren't they? So I realized it must be the one that went missing all those years ago. I already had my Infesticide Ultra pinched and used to make poison gas. If one of my cloths turned out to have been used in some sort of dastardly deed, too, well, I was going to look guilty as sin, wasn't I? So I kept it in my bag and hoped for the best.
I see.
Ooh, it does feel good to get that off my chest, though. Stress is no good for the complexion.
Martha disappeared 18 years ago.
one that the victim was wrapped in. Just happened to reappear. Just happens to reappeared in the fountain.
Mhm.
Sure. At the same time as the body. Oh wait, Fender? What kind of person is misbound? Oh, wait a minute. Tell me you've got a thing for a mouser. Well, you're not. Chill, just thank you, Chang. Anyway, what can I say about Jude's? She's a real brave trooper for one. What else do you call someone who waits around for 18 whole years like she has for Samson? After his extended family kicked her out of this place.
What? They threw her out?
Yep, Jude wasn't technically part of the family. There was nothing she could do. She had nothing, nobody, no job after Samson took the fall. She had no choice but to take what he taught her and make her own way in showbiz. She's retired from all that now, though. Yes, when did she retire? She finally made enough money to buy the old place back. She even got the ultimate cookbook back from the Tangaroa group after they basically stole it. Because this place and everything to do with it was all she ever cared about. She just wanted it back, all of it. She's very sympathetic to Miss Pound's point. Less charitable perspective, she has, in a way, taken everything that Mr. Tangaroa's for herself. My cookbook contained instructions on how to create the poison gas. The current owner of that book is none other than Miss Judy Bound.
No way. You mean...
I'm afraid I do. Miss Bound would have been perfectly capable of setting up the gas trap. Finally, we can prove that she's been lying to us. Oh my god! That's that. All left now is to wait the results of the tests in the teapot. In the blood. To be continued! Yeah, no, that's a good stopping point.
Perfect.
My throat is screaming at me.
Fair.
Alright. We're gonna stop there. And we'll pick this back up and finish it next Sunday.
Ooh.
Thank you, Bailey.
Hmm.
There we go.
Understandable.
So.
Hmm.
Thank y'all for popping out and coming to the stream. Even if I did never ever get my stupid alerts, or not alerts, category set properly. But we made it through. So, Friday, we're going to try to finish up the Hotline 024 FNF mod. Saturday, we're going to do a little bit more shiny hunting. I don't expect it to go well, but we're going to try anyways. And we'll finish this case off next Sunday. So, have a good night, chat, and we'll see y'all then.
Night, chat.